Hi all, welcome to a new session of mathematics. Here we will be discussing the sample question paper released by CBSE. As we are aware, there is a change in exam pattern, right? So let's look into it. To the instructions first. Total score is 80 marks and the time period is 3 hours, okay? And here it has total 5 sections. Section A to Section E. First section, Section A has 20 MCQs and each question carries 1 mark, okay? Whereas Section B has 5 questions carrying 2 marks each. Section C has 6 questions and carries 3 marks each. What about Section D? Section D has 4 questions carrying 5 marks each. Then what about Section E? Section E is about case studies, okay? There are total 3 questions in case studies and each question carries 4 marks. In the end, there is a point to be noted. Draw neat figures wherever possible and take 22 pi is equal to 22 by 7 wherever required if it is not stated otherwise. Okay. So these are the instructions. Let's look into the first section, the first MCQ. Section A, question number 1. Let A and B are 2 positive integers such that A is equal to P cube Q raised to 4 and B is equal to P square Q cube, where P and Q are prime numbers, okay? If HCF of A and B is equal to P raised to M Q raised to N and LCM is equal to LCM of AB is equal to P raised to R Q raised to S. They are asking, what does M plus N times R plus S? This is the question, okay? 2 positive integers are given where A is equal to P cube plus Q raised to 4 and B is equal to P square Q cube, right? We need to find out. They have given that the HCF of these 2 numbers, A and B, is equal to P raised to M Q raised to N and LCM of these 2 numbers is equal to P raised to R Q raised to S. We need to find out the LCM of A and B, and there we will be comparing the powers of P and Q respectively. There we will be getting the values for M and N and R and S. Okay. So let's find out what is HCF. What is HCF of 2 numbers? HCF of 2 numbers is the product of smallest powers of each common prime numbers. What about LCM? LCM is the product of greatest power of each prime numbers involved in the number, right? Prime numbers involved in the number. So here, once again, what is HCF? It is a product of smallest powers of common prime, okay? Whereas LCM is the product of greatest powers of each prime. That's a difference. So let's find out here, what is the product of smallest powers of each common prime? It is already given that P and Q are common primes, right? Here, on comparing the numbers A and B, first we will consider the first prime, that is P. P is a prime number, right? Among this, what is the smallest power P is having? That means HCF of A, B is equal to prime, the common prime. Anyway, P is a common prime for A and B. So, we will consider P, and for that P, we will consider the smallest power. So, among 3 and 2, which is the smallest power? It is 2. So, it is P square. Okay. And what about Q? Q is also a prime which is given in the question. Here, Q is a common prime and there also we will consider the smallest power of Q. Smallest power of Q among 4 and 3, it will be 3. That means the HCF of AB is equal to P square Q cube. Why? Because HCF is the product of smallest powers of each common prime numbers. Okay. So, HCF is equal to P square Q cube. It is given that HCF of AB is equal to P raised to M Q raised to N, right? On comparing what we are getting, HCF, it is given that HCF of AB is equal to P raised to M Q raised to N, right? On comparing, we are getting M is equal to 2 and N is equal to 3, correct? Thus, we are getting M is equal to m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. Let it be there. Next, we will compare LCM. Okay. A is equal to p cube q raised to 4 and b is equal to p square q cube. Okay. LCM means it is a product of greatest powers of each prime numbers. It is not common. There we will consider each prime numbers of both the numbers involved. Okay. So here what are the prime numbers? Here we are having p and there we will consider the greatest power of p. For A, the power of p is 3 and for B, the power of p is 2. So, which is the greatest power? It is 3. That means p cube will be a factor of LCM. Next, what about the next prime? It is q. There, for q, there also we will consider the greatest power of q. For number A, the power of q is 4 and for B, the power of q is 3. There, we will consider the greatest power of q, which means the LCM of A and B. The LCM of A and B is equal to, we are getting it as p cube q raised to 4. What is given in the question? LCM of those two numbers is equal to p raised to r, q raised to s. On comparing, what we are getting? R is equal to 3 and s is equal to 4, correct? P raised to R, Q raised to S is LCM given. We are getting LCM of those two numbers is equal to P cube Q raised to 4. Which means R is equal to 3 and S is equal to 4. Okay. R is equal to 3 and S is equal to 4. Thus, we need to find out what is M plus N times R plus S. M plus N times R plus S. Substituting the value, what we are getting? 2 plus 3 times 3 plus 4. That means 5 times 12, which is equal to 5 times 7, which is equal to 35. Right? Which is equal to 35. Okay? So, we have done with the first question. There 4 options are given. We need to find out the correct answer from the option given. So, answer C is the correct option. Second question, let P be a prime number. The quadratic equation having its root as factors of P is x square minus px plus p is equal to 0, x square minus p plus 1 the whole x plus p is equal to 0. Option C, x square plus p plus 1 the whole x plus p is equal to 0. Option D, x square minus px plus p plus 1 is equal to 0. What is given in the question? It is given that p is a prime number. Okay. The quadratic equation having its root as the factors of p. That means the root of the equation. Roots is given as the factors of p. Correct? We need to form a quadratic equation where the roots of that equation is equal to factors of p. Since p is prime, what we could say? What are the factors? It will be the number itself and 1. Right? That's prime number, right? Since p is a prime number, we could say that the factors of p is equal to p and 1. What is the general form of forming a quadratic equation where we are having the roots? That means it is equal to x square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots is equal to 0. This is a general form, isn't it? Here they have given that the roots are p and 1. That means the factors of p, that is p and 1. Let's substitute the value. We are getting x square minus sum of roots, that is p plus 1. P plus 1 the whole x plus product of roots, that is p times 1 is equal to 0. Which means x square minus p plus 1 the whole x plus p is equal to 0. Let's compare with the options given here. We are getting the option B, right? X square minus p plus 1 the whole x plus p is equal to 0. Okay? I hope this question is clear. Moving on to the next. Third question. If alpha beta are the roots of the if alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial f of x is equal to px square minus 2x plus 3p and alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta, then p is. That means here a polynomial f of x which is equal to px square minus 2x plus 3p is given, right? Px square minus 2x plus 3p is given. They have given that what are the zeros of the polynomial or roots of the polynomial? Alpha, beta are the roots of the polynomial or zeros of the polynomial, right? They are the zeros given. Then, they have also given that alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta, which means sum of roots is equal to product of roots, correct? Here, they have already given that alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta, which means sum of roots is equal to product of roots. On comparing with the coefficient of the variables, what we could say? Minus the sum of roots is equal to minus b by a and product of roots is equal to c by a, correct? That means, what's our general equation? It is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of quadratic equation, right? There, how we can find out the product of zeros? Product of zeros is equal to minus b by a and product of zeros is equal to c by a and sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a on comparing with the general form of equation. That means here we are getting minus b is equal to c, correct? Now let's compare with the equation given. Here, what is that means comparing with the f of x or the polynomial given, we are getting minus of minus 2 is equal to 3p, correct? That means p is equal to, that 2 is equal to 3p, which means p is equal to 2 by 3. We are getting the value of p is equal to 2 by 3. Very easy question, right? But make sure that you are selecting the correct option and correct sign here. Options are minus 2 by 3, positive 2 by 3, 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 3. So, we are getting p is equal to positive 2 by 3. That means option B is our correct answer over here. Okay. Moving on to the next. Fourth question, if the system of equations 3x plus y is equal to 1 and 2k minus 1 times x plus k minus 1 times y is equal to 2k plus 1 is inconsistent, then k is equal to what? We need to find out the value of k for this equation where two equations are given. First equation is 3x plus y is equal to 1. Second equation 2k minus 1 x plus k minus 1 y is equal to 2k plus 1. They have given that these system of equation is inconsistent. Inconsistent means they are parallel, right? So, these two lines are parallel. If the system of equations are inconsistent means they are parallel. What about the relation between the coefficient of the variables? That means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2, correct? If the system of equations are inconsistent means they are parallel lines, and a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. So, let's compare. Here we will be considering a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 because here what is our a1? a1 by a2 is equal to 3 by 2k minus 1 and b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by k minus 1. On comparing it with the standard form of equation, we are getting c1 by c2 is equal to minus 1 by minus of 2k plus 1, correct? We need to consider only a1 by a2 which is equal to b1 by b2. On comparing it, what we are getting? 3 by 2k minus 1 is equal to 1 by k minus 1. Which means 3 into k minus 1 is equal to 2k minus 1. That is 3k minus 3 is equal to 2k minus 1. Taking 2k to the other side, we will be getting k is equal to minus 1 plus 3, that is equal to 2, right? We are getting the value of k is equal to 2. Here, from the options given, option D is the correct answer, right? Option A is minus 1, option B is 0, option C is positive 1, and option D is equal to 2. They are asking for what is the value of k for this system of equations given. We are getting the value of k is equal to 2. We have used the theory part. That means if the system of equations are inconsistent, that means the lines are parallel, which also implies that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, which is not equal to C1 by C2. Okay? Moving on to the next question. 5. If the vertices of a parallelogram PQRS taken in order are P 3 4, Q minus 2 3 and R minus 3 minus 2, then the coordinates of the fourth vertex S are option A minus 2 minus 1, option B minus 2 minus 3, option C 2 minus 1, option D 1 2. Okay. So here we are having a parallelogram PQRS taken in order. P, it's 3, 4 and Q, it is minus 2, 3 and R, it is minus 3, minus 2. Then we need to find out the vertex of S. So we are taking it as XY. Okay. What is the property of a parallelogram regarding the diagonal? The diagonal bisects each other, right? Diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other, which means the midpoint of PR is equal to the midpoint of QS. Why? Because diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other. They bisect each other, which means midpoint of, this is the midpoint, right? So the midpoint of PR is equal to midpoint of Q. Yes. Okay. On substituting the value, how we will find out the midpoint? X1 plus X2 by 2 and Y1 plus Y2 by 2, right? Each coordinates. That means here 3 plus minus 3 by 2, that is the x coordinate. And what about the y coordinate? 4 plus minus 2 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 2 plus x divided by 2 and 3 plus y by 2. Here we will be getting 0 and here 2 by 2, which is equal to 1. 0, 1 is equal to here minus 2 plus x by 2 and 3 plus y by 2. Let's compare. That is minus 2 plus x by 2 is equal to 0. Minus 2 plus x by 2 is equal to 0, which means minus 2 plus x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 2. What about y? 3 plus y by 2 is equal to 1. That means 3 plus y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1. So what is the coordinate of S or the fourth vertex we are getting? The x coordinate is 2 and the y coordinate is minus 1, which is equal to 2 minus 1. Okay. So here from the option, which is the correct answer? 2 minus 1. Yes, option C is the correct option. Okay. Clear? Moving on to the next. Here, sixth question. Triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. If AM and PN are altitudes of triangle ABC and triangle PQR respectively, and AB square is to PQ square is equal to 4:9, what is AM is to PN? Right? That's a question. Here, two triangles are given. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Correct? And two altitudes are there, AM and PN. AM and PN are the two altitudes. What are the other things given? AB square is to PQ square is equal to 4:9. We need to find out what is the ratio of the altitudes, right? AM is to PN means we need to find out the ratio of the altitudes. Okay? Here, AB square by PQ square is equal to 4 by 9, which means AB by PQ is equal to 2 by 3. Right? We are having AB square is to PQ square is equal to 4:9, which means AB by PQ is equal to 2 by 3. Since they have given these two triangles are similar, what we could say? Since the triangles are similar, the ratio of the altitude is equal to the ratios of the sides, right? Since the triangles are similar, ratios of the ratio of the altitude is equal to the ratio of the sides. Right? Ratio of the altitude is equal to ratio of the side. We are having the ratio of side because AB by PQ or AB is to PQ. It is the side of the triangle, right? That means the ratio of the side is equal to 2 by 3. Since the triangles are similar, it is that ratio of the side is also equal to the ratio of the altitude, which is asked in the question. Which means the ratio of the altitude is equal to 2:3. Option D is the correct answer. Okay? Easy question, right? Moving on to the next. If x tan 60 degree cos 60 degree is equal to sin 60 degree cot 60 degree, then x is equal to what? Okay, here we are having a identity. X tan 60 degree cos 60 degree is equal to sin 60 degree cot 60 degree, right? It can be written as sin 60 degree. Tan 60 degree can be written as sin 60 degree by cos 60 degree into, we are having a cos 60 degree already here. This is equal to sin 60 degree into cot 60 degree. Correct? Cos 60 degree can be cancelled here in the left hand side. That means x sin 60 degree is equal to sin 60 degree into cot 60 degree. Here also we can simplify. Sin 60 can be cancelled. Which means we are getting x is equal to cot 60 degree. This is the value we are getting. Let's look into the option. Cos 30 degree, tan 30 degree, sin 30 degree and cot 30 degree is given. But we are getting x is equal to cot 60 degree. Is there any possibility? Can we convert the answer we got with the options given? Is there any possibility to modify the answer we got with the options given? Yes. Cot 60 degree is equal to tan 90 minus 60, right? Cot 60 degree is equal to tan 90 minus 60, that is equal to tan 30 degree. So, is that option is there in the question? Yes, we are having option B, which is equal to tan 30 degree. So, in this question, cot 60 degree is not directly given in the options, but the modified answer of cot 60 degree, that is cot 60 degree is equal to tan 30 degree, that is given in the option. That means option B is the correct answer. Okay. Moving on to the next. 8th question. If sin theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2, then tan theta plus cot theta is equal to what? That's a question. Here, sin theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2 given. We need to find out what is tan theta plus cot theta. Okay. So, let's simplify this. Here, tan theta plus cot theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta plus cos theta by sin theta. Taking the LCM, cos theta sin theta LCM, that means sin square theta plus cos square theta in the numerator. What is sin square theta plus cos square theta? That is equal to 1, right? So, it can be simplified as 1 by sin cos theta sin theta. It can be written as sin theta cos theta. Okay. That means in short, tan theta plus cot theta can be written as 1 plus sin theta cos theta. Let it be 1. We need to find out the value for the first equation. Okay. Here, but they have given sine theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2. We need to find out what is 1 by sine theta cos theta. Can we convert this sine theta plus cos theta in the form of the product of sine and cos? Let's find it out. Taking the square, sine theta plus cos theta, the whole square, squaring on both the sides, we are getting sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 2. Correct? This is of the form a plus b the whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab, which is equal to root 2 the whole square, that is equal to 2. What is sine square plus cos square? It is equal to 1. 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 2. Which means 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. That is sine theta cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. Right? We can substitute the value of sine theta cos theta in the first equation. That means now we are getting, here we have taken tan theta cot theta is equal, tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 1 by sine theta cos theta. Here we are getting sine theta cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. That means 1 by 2, which is equal to 2. So what is the value of tan theta plus cot theta we are getting? Tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 2. That is option B. Okay, easy question. Correct? Next, 9th question. In the given figure, DE is parallel to BC and AE is equal to A units. AE is equal to A units. EC is equal to B units. Then DE is equal to X units and BC is equal to Y units. These are the things given. Which of the following is true? 4 options are given. Here, one option is correct and all others are false. Let's look into the option. X is equal to A plus B by AY. Option B, Y is equal to AX by A plus B. Then option C, X is equal to AY by A plus B. And option D, X by Y is equal to A by B. That means here the ratios of the sides are taken, right? Anyway, the ratios of sides are taken. That means if we are able to prove that these two triangles, that means triangle ADE and triangle ABC are similar, then we could take the ratios of the sides, correct? Then we will find out which among the following options are given, correct, okay? So, how we can prove that ADE is similar to ABC? Here they have given that DE is parallel to BC, right? Which means AC will be a transversal and AB will be a transversal. There we could say that angle AED is equal to angle ACB. That means these two angles are equal. Why? Corresponding angles. That means in triangle ADE and in triangle ABC, there we could say angle AED is equal to angle ACB. Why? Corresponding angles. It is given that DE is parallel to BC. Similarly, we could also say that angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. Angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. Same reason. Why? Since DE is parallel to BC, AB will be acting as a transversal, which means these two angles are corresponding angles, they are equal. Okay. Then, using AA similarity, we could say that ADE is similar to triangle, ADE is similar to triangle ABC. AA similarity, correct? So, if two triangles are similar, there we could say that the sides are proportional. Here, they have taken the ratios of the side. That means, AE by AC is equal to, AE by AC is equal to DE by BC. Let's substitute the value. What is AE? AE is equal to A. What about AC? EB is equal to, or not EB, EC is equal to B units. AE is equal to A, AC is equal to A plus B, right? Which is equal to A by A plus B is equal to DE by BC. DE is equal to X and BC is equal to Y. Is there any options like this? That means X by Y is equal to A plus B. No, that's not there, right? Let's rearrange it. That means X is equal to AY by A plus B. Is there any option like this? X is equal to A plus B by AY? No. X is equal to AY by A plus B. So, option C is there, right? We have rearranged the sides, the ratios of the side. Thus, we are getting X is equal to AY by A plus B. X is equal to AY by A plus B. That means option C is the correct answer. Okay. Moving on to the next. 10th question. ABCD is a trapezium with AD parallel to BC and AD is equal to 4 cm. If the diagonals AC and BD intersect each other at O such that AO by OC is equal to DO by OB, which is equal to 1 by 2, then BC is equal to what? We will be getting this answer by drawing a rough diagram, correct? We are having a trapezium. They have given that AD is parallel to BC, right? So, A, B, C, D. Now, AD is parallel to BC. AD is equal to 4 cm given. If the diagonals AC and BD intersect at O, okay? Intersect each other at O such that AO by OC is equal to DO by OB is equal to 1 by 2 given. We need to find out what is BC. Okay. Here, AO by OC and DO by OB, that means the ratios of the diagonals are given. Which two triangles they have taken? They have taken the triangle AOD and triangle BOC, right? Here, AO by OC is equal to, or COB we could say. Okay, AOD is equal to COB. Triangle AOD and triangle COB is taken. They have given AO by OC is equal to DO by OB, which is equal to 1 by 2. We will be finding out what is BC. If we are able to prove that these two triangles are similar, there we could compare the sides, right? Then the sides are in the same ratio. Here, consider these two triangles, triangle AOD and triangle COB. Angle AOD and angle BOC are equal. How? Vertically opposite angles, right? That means angle AOD is equal to angle COB is equal. Why? Vertically opposite angles. And already given that two sides are in same ratio. That means AO by OC is equal to DO by OB. It is given. That means using SAS similarity, we could say that these two triangles are similar. Which means there we could say AO by OC is equal to DO by OB is equal to DO by OB is equal to AD by BC. All the sides will be in same proportion or in same ratio. Substitute the value there. Here we need to find out what is BC. That means DO by OB is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to AD by BC. Which means BC is equal to 2 times AD. AD, it is given that which is equal to 4 centimeter. That means BC is equal to 2 times 4 which is equal to 8 centimeter. So, which is the correct option? Option C is the correct answer. Okay. That means we are getting BC is equal to 8 centimeter. I hope this question is clear. Moving on to the next. 11th question. If two tangents inclined at an angle of 60 degree are drawn to a circle of radius 3 centimeter, then the length of each tangent is equal to what? That's the question. They are asking what is the length of the tangent to a circle of radius 3. We need to consider circle of radius 3. Okay, 3 centimeter. Then two tangents are drawn. And one more thing is given. The angle between the tangent is 60 degree. Okay. The angle between the tangent is 60 degree. They are asking for what is the length of each tangent. Let the tangent be PA and QA. Okay, so PA and QA are two tangents to the circle with center O with the radius 3 centimeter, and the angle between the tangent is 60 degree. How we can find out this, the value of each tangent or the length of each tangent? We know that the line segment passing through or the angle bisector of the tangent passes through the center of the circle, right? That means if we consider the angle bisector of the tangents, then that angle bisector passes through the center, which means the angle PAO is equal to 30 degree, and similarly angle QAO is also equal to 30 degree. We also know that angle OPA is 90 degree and angle OQA is also 90 degree. Here we need to find out what is this angle, tangent or the length AP. There we could use the trigonometric ratio. Here we are having opposite side, and we need to find out the adjacent side, isn't it? With respect to theta, with respect to 30 degree, the radius is the opposite side, and we need to find out what is the adjacent side of angle 30, right? Which means and tan 30 degree is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Here it is equal to OP by AP. What is tan 30? Tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3, which is equal to OP is equal to 3 centimeter, which is the radius. We need to find out the length of tangent, that is AP. So AP is equal to, on cross multiplication we are getting AP is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter. Okay, they are asking for length of each tangent. Here we know that from a single point, two tangents can be drawn, and those two tangents are of equal length. So AP is equal to AQ, which means here we could say the length of each tangent is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter. That is option D is our correct answer. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 12. The area of a circle can be the area of the circle that can be inscribed in a square of side 6 centimeter is. They are asking us to find out what is the area of a circle which can be inscribed in a square of side 6 centimeter. So, the side of the square is 6 centimeter. They are asking for what is the area of this circle which can be inscribed of square with 6 centimeter. Here, what will be the area of circle is equal to pi r square, that we know. But what is this r? The radius. What is the value of that r? Here, they have said that the circle that can be inscribed in a square, which means the diameter of the circle is equal to the side of the square. Okay, diameter of the circle is equal to the side of the square, which means diameter of the circle is equal to 6 centimeter. From there we could say that radius is equal to 3 centimeter, correct? Then it is easy to find out the area of the circle. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square, which means pi into 3 square, that is 9 pi centimeter square. Here, do we need to find out the actual value? No, the option is already in pi. Okay, here before going to convert this pi with 22 by 7, check whether the options are in pi or not. Here the options are already in pi. So here we are getting the answer as 9 pi centimeter square. So option D is our correct answer. Okay. Next, question 13. Here, the sum of the length, breadth and height of a cuboid is 6 root 3 centimeter, and the length of its diagonal is 2 root 3 centimeter. The total surface area of the cuboid. They are asking us to find out the total surface area of the cuboid. So, what is total surface area of a cuboid? That is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH, correct? This is the total surface area of a cuboid. Here, what all things are given? They have given L plus B plus H, right? The sum of length of breadth and height of the cuboid is equal to 6 root 3 centimeter. Okay? And one more thing is given. The length of the diagonal is equal to 2 root 3 centimeter. What is the length of diagonal? It is root of L square plus B square plus H square. Isn't it? So, instead of diagonal, we could directly write it as root of L square plus B square plus H square. So, on squaring, what we will get? L square plus B square plus H square is equal to 2 root 3 the whole square. What is 2 root 3 the whole square? 2 square is 4. Root 3 square is 3 itself. So 4 into 3, which is equal to 12 centimeter. That means L square plus B square plus H square is equal to 12 centimeter. We need to find out what is 2 times LB plus BH plus LH. They have also given one more thing. Length plus breadth plus height is equal to 6 root 3 centimeter. If we take the square of L plus B plus H, what is the value we are getting? 6 root 3 the whole square. On expanding, we are getting L square plus B square plus H square plus 2LB plus 2LH plus 2BH is equal to 36 into 3. Isn't it? 6 square is 36, root 3 square is 3 itself. So, 36 into 3 there. Here, L square plus B square plus H square plus 2 times. We could take 2 common from all these 3 terms. So, LB plus LBH plus LH is equal to 36 into 3. 3 is equal to 108. Okay. That means for L square plus B square plus H square, we could substitute it as 12, isn't it? There, 2 times LB plus BH plus LH is equal to 108. Taking this, the value of L square plus B square plus H square to the other side, we will be getting it as 108 or 108 minus 12. What is 108 minus 12? That is equal to 96 centimeter square. What is this? This is actually the total surface area of the cuboid, right? So here, which will be our correct answer? Option C is our correct answer, 96 centimeter square. Okay, clear? So to the 14th question. If the difference of mode and median of our data is 24, then the difference of median and mean is what? They have given that mode minus median is equal to 24. They are asking us to find out what is the difference of median and mean. What is the relation between mean, median and mode? 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. Isn't it? They are asking for a relation between median and mean. So, is there any possibility to substitute mode with these two terms? Yes. From the given data, we could substitute mode is equal to 24 plus median. Isn't it? That means the equation becomes 3 median is equal to 24 plus median plus 2 mean. On rearranging, what we are getting? Taking the median to the other side. 2 median is equal to 3 median minus a median means it is 2 median is equal to 24 plus 2 mean. We could take 2 common. So, median is equal to 12 plus mean. They are asking us to find out what is the difference between median and mean. So, from here we could say median minus mean is equal to 12. Or the difference between median and mean is equal to 12. That means our option B is the correct answer. Okay, easy question, isn't it? We need to just substitute for mode in the given data. Then, 15th question. The number of revolutions made by a circular wheel of radius 0.25 meter in rolling a distance of 11 kilometers is what? They are asking what is the number of revolution that a circular wheel of radius of 0.25 meter so that it cover a distance of 11 kilometer. What is the relation? Total distance is equal to total distance covered is equal to number of revolution times circumference of the wheel, right? Isn't it? So here we need to find out what is the number of revolution. Before doing that, check whether the data are in same unit. Here the radius is in meter while the distance is in kilometer. So we need to convert the data into same unit, then proceed with the formula. Okay. So here we could take this distance is equal to 11 kilometer as 11,000 meter. Is for calculation. Okay. Which means 11,000. We need to find out what is number of revolution. Therefore, number of revolution is equal to total distance by circumference of the wheel. So, total distance is equal to 11,000 divided by, what is circumference of the wheel? Wheel is in a circular shape, so the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, isn't it? Where r is equal to 0.25 meter, it can be written as 1 by 4 meter, which is easy for calculation. That means 2 pi r, 2 into 22 by 7 into, instead of radius, we could write it as, instead of 0.25 meter, we are taking it as 1 by 4. So, on solving, what we are getting? 1,000 divided by, the 7 is in the denominator part of the denominator. So, 1,000 by 1 by 7, which means 7 into 1,000, that is equal to 7,000 revolutions. Isn't it? So, which is the correct option? Here, the number of revolutions that the wheel need to take to cover a distance of 11,000 meters or 11 kilometers. How many revolutions? 7,000 revolutions. So, option D is the correct answer. Okay. Then, 16th question. Here, we are having a question from the statistics part. That means, a data is given, class of 0, 5, 5, 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25 with the frequencies 10, 15, 12, 20 and 9 respectively. Here we need to find out the sum of lower limits of median and model class. Okay. So, while reading the question, please do underline the keywords. Okay. Here they are asking us to find out the sum of lower limits of median and model class. Here, do we need to find out what is median or mode? No, they are asking us to find the sum of lower limits of median class and model class. Okay. So, what is median class? How we can find out the median class? To find out the median class, we need to first median class, we need to find out the value of the cumulative frequency, where the cumulative frequency is greater and nearer to the half of the frequency. That corresponding class will be our median class. So, let's write the data 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, then 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 10, 15, 12, 29. So, cumulative frequency means 10, then here it will be 25. 10 plus 15 is 25, 25 plus 12 is equal to 37, 37 plus 2 is 20 is equal to 57, 57 plus 9 is equal to 66. So, the total frequency is 66, which means our n is equal to 66. Then, for median class, we need to find out a class in which that means our n by 2 will be 33, right? That means we need to consider the cumulative frequency of the class where the cumulative frequency is just greater and nearer to the half the frequency. So, 33 is our half of the value of half of the frequency. Thus, we will consider the cumulative frequency 37 and the corresponding class will be our median class. So, this is our median class. Which is our median class? Our median class is 10 and 15. 10 to 15 is our median class. Then, it is easy to find out model class. How? Because the class with highest frequency. Among this, 15 to 20 is the class with highest frequency. Thus, our model classes, 15 to 20. What they are asking? They are asking us to find out the sum of lower limits. So, sum of lower limits means 10 plus 15. What is the value we are getting? 25. So, option B is our correct answer. Okay. The thing is, please remember how to find out the median class properly. Fine. Okay. Moving to the next. 17th question. Two dice are rolled simultaneously. What is the probability that 6 will come up at least once? They are asking, what is the probability that 6 will come at least once? What is the total number of outcomes? Total number of outcomes. Since two dice are rolled, total outcomes is equal to 36, isn't it? 36 outcomes are there. Then, probability means favorable outcome by total number of outcome. What are the favorable outcomes here? Let's list it out. Favorable outcome, 1 6 will be there. Then at least 1 6 in the outcome, right? So 2 6 is another outcome. 3 6, 4 6, 5 6. Then we will have 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5 and 6 6. Can 6 6 can be included? Yes, they are asking us to find out a probability with at least once. So there is nothing incorrect while taking 6 and 6 as the favorable outcome. Okay. So what is the how many favorable outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 favorable outcomes are there. Thus the probability is equal to probability of the event getting at least 1 6 while throwing two dice simultaneously is equal to number of favorable outcome is equal to 11 divided by total outcome. So 11 by 36 is our correct answer, which means our correct option is C. Okay, 11 by 36 is our correct answer. Okay, moving to the next 18th question. Here, if 5 tan beta is equal to 4, then 5 sin beta minus 2 cos beta, the whole divided by 5 sin beta plus 2 cos beta is equal to what? Okay, what they have given? They have given 5 tan beta is equal to 4. That means we could write it as sin beta by cos beta is equal to 4, or 5 sin beta is equal to 4 cos beta, isn't it? Now, let's take the expression that we need to solve. That means 5 sin beta minus 2 cos beta, the whole divided by 5 sin beta plus 2 cos beta. Here, instead of 5 sin beta, we could substitute with 4 cos beta, isn't it? So, 4 cos beta minus 2 cos beta divided by, again, 4 cos beta plus 2 cos beta. 4 cos beta minus 2 cos beta is equal to 2 cos beta divided by 4 cos beta plus 2 cos beta is equal to 6 cos beta. Cos beta can be cancelled. That is 2 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 3 will be our correct answer. That means our option is A. A is our correct option. Okay. To the 19th question, 19th and 20th questions are of assertion reasoning type. So here, the question number 19 and 20 are a statement of assertion A is followed by a statement of reason R. Choose the correct option. So, question number 19, the assertion statement is, if product of two numbers is 5780 and their HCF is 17, then their LCM is 340. Statement R is, or the reason statement is, HCF is always a factor of LCM. Whatever the reason statement, it is true, isn't it? So, this is a true statement. We already know that HCF is always a factor of LCM. And we also know that product of two numbers is equal to LCM into HCF, isn't it? They are telling the product of two numbers is 5780 and their HCF is 17. Their HCF is 17. Then their LCM will be 340. So, we need to check whether our LCM is equal to 340 or not. That is 5780 divided by 17. So, 17 times 3 is equal to 51. So, 3 times it's 51. 68 So 4 times it is 68. Yes. So 68 is there. Then we are having a 0 there. Yes. We are getting LCM is equal to 340 itself. Okay. So this statement is also true. Okay. Thus, our assertion statement is also true. Our reason statement is also true. Now, let's analyze the options given. What is option A? Both assertion and reason are true. Okay. And reason is the correct explanation for assertion. Here, is this reason is the correct explanation for this assertion? No. Even though the reason statement is true, but this is not the correct explanation for the statement given, isn't it? Because here, the reason should be like the product of two numbers is equal to LCM into HCF. That is the reason how we are getting LCM is equal to 340. Even though both the statements are true, but this reason is not the correct explanation for the assertion. So there, option A is not the correct answer. What about option B? Both assertion and reason are true and reason is not a correct explanation for our assertion. Thus, option B is the correct answer. Let's also look into option C and D. Option C states that assertion A is true but reason R is false, whereas option D states that assertion A is false but reason R is true. Okay. So, for this question, our correct answer or correct option is B. Okay. Question 20, statement A, assertion statement. If the coordinates of the midpoints of the sides AB and AC of a triangle ABC are D, 3, 5 and E minus 3 respectively, then BC is equal to 20 units. Statement R, the recent statement, the line joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. Let's consider the recent statement here. What about the recent statement? Is it true? The line joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. It's true. This is midpoint theorem, isn't it? This is actually the midpoint theorem. Okay. Now, let's consider the assertion statement. There, we need to consider a triangle ABC. Triangle ABC and the coordinates of the midpoints of the side AB and AC. Okay. AB and AC with the coordinates. That means we are considering the midpoints of AB and AC with the D and E respectively. What are the coordinates of D? D, it's 3, 5 and E, it is minus 3, minus 3. Okay. Then BC is equal to 20 units. So here we need to, while we are considering the assertion statement, we need to check whether BC is equal to 20 units. What's the relation between this DE and BC? Is there any relation? Yes. Exactly, the midpoint theorem is used, isn't it? That means D and E are the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. That means this DE will be half of BC, isn't it? Using midpoint theorem, what we could say? D is equal to half of BC. From there, what we could write? BC is equal to twice of DE, isn't it? BC is equal to twice of DE. So, we will find out the length of DE and multiplying it with 2, we need to check whether we are getting BC is equal to 20 units. Okay. So, here, what is the length of DE? Length of DE is equal to, we are having two coordinates, it is x2 minus x1 the whole square. Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That means, minus 3 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 5 the whole square. That is equal to minus 3 is minus 6 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8 the whole square, which is equal to minus 6 the whole square is 36 and minus 8 the whole square is 64. 36 plus 64 is equal to root of 100, which is equal to 10 units, isn't it? There we are getting 10 units, isn't it? That means DE is equal to 10 units. So, substituting over here, what we will be getting? BC is equal to twice 10 units, which is equal to 20 units. So, is the assertion is true? Yes, assertion is true. Now, we are getting BC is equal to 20 units. Now, read the statement once again. If the coordinates of the midpoints of the sides of AB and AC of a triangle ABC are D, 3, 5 and E minus 3, then we are getting BC is equal to 20 units. So, assertion is true. And what about the reason? Reason is also true. As the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Yes, we have used the midpoint theorem for explaining this assertion statement, isn't it? So, here what we could conclude? We could conclude that Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation for assertion. So option A is our correct answer. Clear? So moving on to the next question. Section B consists of 5 questions. Of each question carries 2 marks. Okay. So to the first question of section B, 21, if 49x plus 51y is equal to 499 and 51x plus 49y is equal to 501, then find the value of x. Okay, that means here what are the equations given? 49x plus 51y is equal to 499. This is our first equation, and 51x plus 49y is equal to 501. Okay, we are having 2 equations. We can just take the difference of it, isn't it? So equation 1 minus equation 2, what we are getting? Equation 1 minus 2 means 49x minus 51x is equal to minus 2x. Okay, equation 1 minus equation 2, we will be getting 49x minus 51 is equal to minus 2x, then plus 51y minus 49y is equal to plus 2y is equal to 499 minus 501, which is equal to minus 2. Here we could eliminate with minus 2. That means x minus y is equal to 1. Okay, let this be our equation 3. Now, what if we add equation 1 plus equation 2? Equation 1 plus equation 2, 49x plus 51x is equal to 1000x plus 51y plus 49y is equal to 1000y plus, sorry, not 1000, 100, isn't it? Sorry, 49x plus 51x is equal to 100x plus 51y plus 49y is equal to 100y plus 499 plus 501 is equal to 1000. So this is equal to 1000, okay? That means 100x plus 100y is equal to 1000 we are getting. We can eliminate with 100. That means x plus y is equal to 10. This will be our equation 4, okay? Now it is easy to solve. That means we are having equation 3, x minus y is equal to 1. And here we are having equation 4 has x plus y is equal to 10. On adding 3 plus 4, what we are getting? On adding 3 plus 4, x plus x is equal to, or 3 here, x minus y is equal to 1. This is our equation 3. Okay. On adding them, what we are getting? 2x is equal to y plus minus y is equal to 0. Here we are getting 10 plus 1 is equal to 11, which means x is equal to 11 by 2. Now we could substitute the value of x in the equation 3. That means 11 by 2 minus y is equal to 1, which means y is equal to 11 by 2 minus 1. On rearranging, what we are getting? 11 by 2 minus 1 is equal to 11 minus 2 by 2, that is equal to 9 by 2. Okay, on taking the LCM, we are getting y is equal to 9 by 2 and x is equal to 11 by 2. So, x is equal to 11 by 2, y is equal to 9 by 2. So, these are the values of x and y respectively. Okay, easy question. Then, next question, question number 22. Here, in the given figure below, AD by AE is equal to AC by BD. Okay, AD by AE is equal to AC by BD and angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It is given angle 1 is equal to angle 2. We need to show that triangle BAE is similar to triangle CAD. Okay, this is what we need to prove or what we need to show. Okay, what all things are given? They have given that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So, consider the triangle ABD. Is there any peculiarity for that triangle? Because since angle 1 is equal to angle 2, what we could say? This is an isosceles triangle, isn't it? This is an isosceles triangle. So, the sides opposite to equal angles are equal, which means we could say that what are the sides opposite to these equal angles? It is AB and BD. That means AB is equal to BD. Are you getting the point? Since it is already given that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, triangle ABD becomes an isosceles triangle, which means AB is equal to BD. Okay, the sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So, AB is equal to BD. Then, here they have given, consider the ratio. That means, AD by AE is equal to AC by BD. That means, AD by AE is equal to AC by BD. It can be written as AD by AE is equal to AC by AB. Why? Since AB is equal to BD. We have proved that. Isn't it? AB is equal to BD. Now, check the triangles. Now, consider the triangles BAE and triangle CAD. There, we are getting AD by AE. AD by AE is equal to AD by AB. Isn't it? Not AD. It is AC by AB. Okay, there is a mistake. That means it is given that AD by AE is equal to AC by BD. In the next step, we have substituted BD with AB. How? Because since the triangle is an isosceles triangle, the sides opposite to equal angles are equal. That means we could rewrite the given for ratios of side as AD by AE is equal to AC by AB. Okay. Now consider the triangles BAE and CAD. Okay. There, which is a common angle there. We are having a common angle. Angle 1 is common, isn't it? For both the triangles, angle 1 is common. That means they are equal. Now we are getting the corresponding sides are also equal. And they are the sides on the either side of the equal angle, right? Isn't it? That means we are getting AD by AE is equal to AC by AB. Now we could say triangle BAE is similar to triangle CAD. How? Through SAS similarity. Through SAS similarity. Because two sides are in equal proportion and the included angle are equal. Okay. We are having a common angle which is an included angle for the sides which are in equal proportion. So, using SAS similarity, we could prove that triangle BAE is similar to triangle CAD. Okay? Clear? Next question. Here question number 23. Question from circles, chapter circle. That means here in the given figure, O is the center of the circle. Find angle AQB. We need to find out what is this angle AQB. Given that PA and PB are tangents to the circle and angle APB is equal to 75 degree. Okay. We need to find out what is angle AQB. They have given angle APB is equal to 75 degrees, isn't it? Now, how we can solve? If we are able to find it, what is this angle AOB? There is a connection between AOB and AQB. How? Because the angle subtended by an arc at the center is twice the angle subtended by the arc at the remaining part of the circle, isn't it? The angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc on the remaining part of the circle. Here we will be getting, if we are able to find out what is AOB, then half of it will be AQB, isn't it? That means we are getting a relation with the central angle. AQB is equal to half of angle AOB. Now, is there any possibility to find out what is angle AOB? Yes. Consider the quadrilateral APBO. Okay, consider the quadrilateral APBO. There, what about these two angles? 90 degree, right? Because the radius to the tangents, isn't it? Because the radius is meeting at the point of contact. There we could say it is making an angle of 90 degree. So, these two angles are 90 degree. There, using angle sum property of quadrilateral, what we could say angle AOB is equal to 360 degree minus, here angle P is equal to 75 degree. Then, angle A is equal to 90 degree. Then, angle B is also equal to 90 degree, which means 360 degree minus 180 plus 75, isn't it? So, what we are getting? Minus 75 minus 180, that is 180 minus 75, which is equal to, which is 180 minus 75, which is equal to 105 degree, isn't it? This is equal to 1. So, is the answer is 105? No. Here, we got what is angle AOB. Angle AOB is equal to 105 degree, which means we have already derived a relation between angle AOB and angle AQB. That means angle AQB will be half of angle AOB, that is equal to half of 105 degree, which is equal to 52.5 degree. That means answer to our question is angle AQB is equal to 52.5 degree. Okay, I hope this question is clear. Moving on to the next. 24th question. The length of the minute hand of a clock is 6 centimeter. Find the area swept by it when it moves from 7:05 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. Okay, they are asking us to find out the area swept by a minute hand. Okay, that means from 7:05, okay, 7:05 to 7:40, okay. We are just considering the minute hand alone. So, we need to find out the area swept by the minute hand from 7:05 to, so 7:05 to 7:40. What is the area swept by this minute hand? How we can calculate? Is there any relation between the area swept by the minute hand and the degree? Here, actually, we need to consider the area, or the area swept by the minute hand means it is an application, or this question is from area related to circle, isn't it? That means, what is the area of the sector? Area of sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square, isn't it? Area covered is equal to theta by 360 degree into pi r square. Okay. Here, r or the radius is equal to the length of the minute hand, isn't it? That means radius is equal to 6 centimeter. What about theta? That means theta is the angle of the sector, isn't it? How we can find out the angle of that sector? That means we already know that what is the area covered by the minute hand in 1 hour or in 60 minutes? In 60 minutes, it covers 360 degree, one complete rotation, which means in 1 minute, it covers 360 by 60, which is equal to 6 degree, isn't it? That means the relation between minute hand and the degree, okay? That means in 1 minute, a minute hand covers 6 degree, okay? Point to be noted. In 1 minute, a minute hand covers 6 degree. We need to find out the area swept by the minute hand in how many minutes? From 7:05 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. What is the time period? 35 minutes is there, isn't it? 35 minutes. Which means the theta is equal to, theta for our required question, theta is equal to 35 into, in 1 minute it covers 6 degree. So, in 35 minutes, what will be the angle it will be covering? 35 into 60, which is equal to 210 degree, isn't it? Which is equal to 210 degree. That means we are getting our theta is equal to 210 degree and radius is equal to 6 centimeter. Substituting the value, what we are getting? 210 degree by 360 degree into 22 by 7 into radius is equal to 6 into 6. 0, 0 can be cancelled. 36 and 6 can be cancelled. Now, 7 and 21, 3 times. Then what is remaining? 3 and this 22 is remaining. So, 22 into 3, which will be 66 centimeter square is the area covered by the minute hand from 7:05 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. Okay, easy question. Okay. Now, moving on to the sub question or the OR question. Here, in the given figure, the arcs have been drawn of radius 7 centimeter each with vertices ABCD of a quadrilateral ABCD as center. Find the area of the shaded region. Here we need to find out the area of the shaded region, the sum of the area of the shaded region. How we can find out? Is there any theta given? Theta for each vertex is given? No, they have only given the radius, isn't it? They have given that the radius is equal to 7 centimeter. Then the area covered is equal to, again we will use, this is also a question from area related to circle. That means area of the sector is equal to theta by 360 degree into pi r square, isn't it? That means this is theta by area of that area is, or the shaded portion is equal to theta by 360 degree into pi r square, isn't it? So what they are asking to find out, what is the sum of all the shaded area, isn't it? They are asking for find the area of the shaded region. That means the sum of the full shaded region. Okay, that means we know that area of the shaded region is equal to area, that means instead of theta we could say take it as angle A, isn't it? So angle A by 360 degree into pi r square, isn't it? Plus angle B by 360 degree into pi r square plus angle C by 360 degree into pi r square plus angle D by 360 degree into pi r square. Since all the radius are same, we could take that pi r square or 1 by 360 pi r square by 360 common, isn't it? Because since r is having same value, radius is equal to 7 centimeter. They have said that radius of each shaded portion is 7 centimeter. That means here we could take pi r square by 360 degree common out. Then what is remaining? Here in the first term angle A is there. Then in the second term angle B is remaining. Then angle C and angle D. Okay, this is remaining. Correct? Now, what is angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D? Any idea? It is actually the sum of angles of a quadrilateral, isn't it? Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D are 4 vertices of the quadrilateral given, which means this is equal to pi r square by 360 degree into 360 degree. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. We could easily simplify it into pi r square. Now we could substitute the value. What we are getting? The area is equal to pi into or pi r square, that is equal to 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. On simplifying, what we are getting? 22 into 7, which is equal to 154 centimeter square. Centimeter, isn't it? So unit is also very important. Make sure that in the end, please do write the units also. So the answer we are getting it as 154 centimeters square. Okay. Even though the angles of each vertices are not given, we can simplify it into the format of pi r square by 360 degree into sum of all the 4 angles of quadrilateral. Using angle sum property of the quadrilateral, we are substituting it with 360 degree. Thus, we are getting the area of the shaded region is equal to pi r square. Substituting r with 7, we are getting it equal to 154 centimeters square. Okay, clear? Moving on to the next question, 25th question. If sine A plus B is equal to 1 and cos A minus B is equal to root 3 by 2, then 0 less than A plus B less than or equal to 90 degree and A greater than B, then find the measures of angle A and B. Okay, here we need to find out what is the measurement for angle A and B. What all things are given? Sine A plus B is equal to 1 and cos A minus B is equal to root 3 by 2. These two things are given, isn't it? Okay. For which value of sine we are getting the value 1? That means we know that sine 90 degree is equal to 1. On comparing these two, what we could say? A plus B is equal to 90 degree, isn't it? We are getting A plus B is equal to 90 degree. Let it be there. Similarly, cos A minus B is equal to root 3 by 2. For which value of cos we are getting the cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2? Cos 30, isn't it? We know that cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Here also comparing these two equations, what we are getting? A minus B is equal to 30 degree, isn't it? Here we are getting A plus B is equal to 90 degree and here A minus B is equal to 30 degree. Then on solving equation 1 and 2, if we add equation 1 plus 2, what we are getting? 2A is equal to 120 degree. A plus A is 2A, B plus minus B is equal to 0, 90 plus 30 is equal to 120. That means A is equal to 60 degree. A is equal to 60 degree. Then what about equation 1 minus equation 2? Equation 1 minus equation 2 means A plus B is equal to 90 degree. Then A minus B is equal to 30 degree, or simply we could equate A is equal to 60 degree in any of the equation. That is also fine. That means substituting A is equal to 60 degree in equation 2, 60 minus B is equal to 30 degree, or B is equal to 60 minus 30 degree, isn't it? 60 minus 30 degree, that is we are getting B is also 30 degree. Now, please reread the question whether we are getting A is greater than B. Yes, we are also satisfying the condition of the question. We are getting A is equal to 60 degree, B is equal to 30 degree, which also satisfies the condition in the question, that is angle A is greater than angle B. So, this is our answer to the question number 25. Here we are also having an odd question. That means find an acute angle theta when cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 1 minus root 3 by 1 plus root 3. Okay. What is the equation given? Cos theta minus sin theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 1 minus root 3 by 1 plus root 3. Okay. Divide the LHS. Okay. Divide the LHS of the equation with cos theta. Dividing it with cos theta, what we are getting? We are getting 1 minus sin theta by cos theta, sin theta by cos theta by 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. What is sin theta by cos theta? It is tan theta. That means 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta, which is equal to the RHS of the equation given, that is 1 minus root 3 by 1 plus root 3. We can compare the LHS and RHS of the equation. That means we are getting tan theta is equal to root 3. For what value of theta, tan theta is equal to root 3? Tan theta is, on comparing the LHS and RHS, here on LHS we are getting 1 minus tan theta is equal to 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta is equal to 1 minus root 3 by 1 plus root 3. So, on comparing these two parts, we are getting tan theta is equal to root 3. That means, for which value of theta we are getting tan theta is equal to root 3? We are getting theta is equal to 60 degree, isn't it? We are getting theta is equal to 60 degree. Okay. They are asking us to find out the angle theta, acute angle theta. Thus, we are getting theta is equal to 60 degree. Fine. So, we have done with section B. Now, moving on to the next section, section C. Section C consists of 6 questions of 3 mark each. Okay. Now, to the first question of section C, that is 26th question. Given that root 3 is irrational, prove that 5 plus 2 root 3 is also irrational. Okay. It is given that root 3 is already irrational. We need to prove 5 plus 2 root 3 is irrational. How we will prove this? We will prove this using contradiction method. That means we will assume 5 plus 2 root 3 is rational. Okay, if a number is rational means it can be written in the form of a by b, isn't it? 5 plus 2 root 3 can be written in the form of a by b, where a and b are co-prime and b not equal to 0. This is a condition, isn't it? A and b are co-prime and b not equal to 0. Now, on rearranging, what we will get? 2 root 3 is equal to a by b minus 5. On taking LCM, it will be a minus 5b by b, isn't it? Then, that means 2 root 3 is equal to a minus 5b by b, which means root 3 is equal to a by 5b divided by taking 2 to the other side, it becomes 2b in the denominator. What is here? Root 3 is equal to 5a minus 5b by 2b. Root 3, it is already given that it is irrational, right? In the question, it is already given that root 3 is irrational. But a minus 5b by 2b is rational. How? Because a and b are co-prime numbers. So, irrational equated to a rational. Is it possible? That means irrational equated to rational. It won't be equated, right? There, what happened? Our assumption is wrong. That means this contradicts our assumption. What was your assumption? This contradicts our assumption that our assumption was 5 plus 2 root 3 is rational, which means 5 plus 2 root 3 is irrational. Clear? Okay. Thus, we could say that 5 plus 2 root 3 is irrational. Moving to the next question. 27th question. If the zeros of the polynomial x square plus px plus q are double in the value to the zeros of the polynomial 2x square minus 5x minus 3, then find the values of p and q. Here, two polynomials are given and there is a relation between the zeros of the polynomial. The zeros of the first polynomial, that is x square plus px plus q, the zeros of that polynomial is actually double the values of zeros of the second polynomial, that is 2x square minus 5x minus 3. Here, what we will do, we will find out what is the zeros of the second polynomial. From there, we will double the values of that zero, which means they are the zeros of the polynomial given, that is x square plus px plus q. On substituting, on comparing them, we will get the values of p and q. This is how we will be solving this question. Okay. So here 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is our polynomial. How we will find out the solution? Here the product is 2 into minus 3, it is minus 6, and the sum is minus 5. So there we could take the value minus 6 and 1, isn't it? So the product will be minus 6 and the sum will be minus 6 and 1 will be minus 5. Substituting 2x square minus 6x plus x minus 3, which means, so this is equal to 0, right? That means on taking 2x common there, x minus 3 here plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, there 2x plus 1 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So, what are the values of zeros? Either 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Which means x is equal to minus 1 by 2 or x is equal to 3. So, these are the zeros of the polynomial 2x square minus 5x minus 3. What is the relation between the zeros of this polynomial to the first polynomial? The zeros are double the values of this, right? So, zeros of the polynomial x square plus px plus q will be double this. That means it will be minus 1 and 6, isn't it? The zeros of that polynomial will be minus 1 and 6. If zeros are there, how we can form the equation? The general form is x square minus sum of zeros or sum of roots times x plus then constant, isn't it? That is c is equal to 0, or that is product of roots is equal to 0, isn't it? That is x square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots is equal to 0. On substituting, what we will be getting? X square minus. What are the roots here for this polynomial x square plus px plus q? The roots are minus 1 and 6. So, minus 1 plus 6, the whole times x plus product minus 1 into 6 is equal to 0. That means x square minus, what is 6 minus 1? It is 5. So, minus 5 x square minus 6 minus 1 is positive 5. So, it is 5x. Then Minus 1 into 6 is minus 6 is equal to 0. Now let's compare the equation. X square plus px plus q is equal to 0. This is our polynomial, right? On equating what we are getting, on comparing what we are getting p is equal to minus 5 and q is equal to 6, isn't it? No, okay. So x square plus px plus q is equal to 0 is the equation given. So on comparing, we are getting q is equal to minus 6, okay? Q is equal to minus 6. So the value of p is minus 5 and the value of q is minus 6, okay? I hope this question is clear. Moving on to the next question. 28th question. A train covered a certain distance at a uniform speed. If the train would have been 6 km per hour faster, it would have taken 6 hours less than the scheduled time. And if the train were slower by 6 km per hour, it would have taken 4 hours more than the scheduled time. Find the length of the journey. Okay. We need to find out what is the length of the journey, means the distance traveled by the train. Okay. What's the relation between distance, speed and time? We already know that speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. Here we need to find out what is distance is. So distance is equal to the product of speed and time. Okay. Let's take the speed of the train be x km per hour. Okay. So let speed of the train be x km per hour. Okay. And the time taken by the train to cover the distance, be y hours. Okay. So let the time be y hours. Which means we need to find out what is distance. Thus, distance is equal to x times y. Okay. Now, we will analyze the situation. Okay. For that, here they have said that if the train would have been 6 km per hour faster, that means what is the first scenario? That means in the first case, if the train is 6 km per hour faster, we have taken the speed of the train as x. So, the scenario is x plus 6. Okay. If the train would have been 6 km per hour faster, it would take 4 hours lesser than the scheduled time. So, the scheduled time we have taken it as y hours. So, less than 4 hours, like 4 hours less than the scheduled time means it's speed. This is the speed and the time will be y minus 4. Okay. Now, we know the relation. Distance is equal to speed into time. Right? Distance is equal to speed into time. Which means we already know that distance is equal to xy. Substituting the value, the distance is equal to xy. Then x plus 6 times xy minus 4. Okay. That means xy is equal to, opening the bracket, xy minus 4x plus 6y minus 24. We can cancel this x and xy, which means 4x minus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. On rearranging, we will get 4x minus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. There we could take 2 common out. So, 2x minus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. Let it be this equation 1. Okay. What about the second scenario? The second scenario is that if the train were slower by 6 km per hour, then it would have taken 6 hours more than the scheduled time. That means in second case, we are getting speed is equal to 6 hours slower. That means it will be x minus 6. And time will be 4 hours more than the scheduled time. So, our scheduled time was y. So, it becomes y plus 4. There also, the distance remains the same. Which means xy is equal to, distance we already know that distance is equal to xy. So, xy is equal to x minus 6 into y plus 4. Opening the bracket, what we are getting? xy, then plus 4x minus 6y minus No, here it would be 6 hours more than the schedule time. Okay, so 6 hours more than, I have taken it as 4, sorry, it should be 6. Okay, 6 hours more than the schedule time. The schedule time was y, and 6 hours more than the schedule time means it will be y plus 6. Okay, not 4. So here it will be y plus 6. Okay, so xy times x into 6, so it will be plus 6x, then minus 6y, then minus 36. xy can be cancelled, which means 6x minus 6y minus 36 is equal to 0. 6 is common, so x minus y minus 6 is equal to 0. This is our second equation. Now, multiplying the equation with 2. Okay, multiplying the equation with 2, what we are getting? 2x minus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, now let's add equations, or let's subtract 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 means 2x. 2x minus 2x means it will be 0. Okay, then minus 3y minus of minus 2y. There we will be getting minus y. Then plus 12y minus of minus 12, which will be plus 24 is equal to 0. That means y is equal to 24. What is y? Y is time. That means this is y is equal to 24 hours. So the scheduled time is 24 hours. Okay. We need to find out, actually we need to find out the length of the journey. That means we need to find out the distance of the travel. That means we need to find out what is the value of x times y. There we got what is y. Now how we will find out the value of x? Substitute the value in equation 2. So y is equal to 24 in equation 2. That means x minus 24 minus 6 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 30. What is x? X is speed, so it is 30 km per hour. Okay, the unit is 30 km per hour. Now the distance is equal to x times y, that is 30 km per hour into 24 hours, which means 720 kilometers. We are getting the value as 720 kilometers. Okay, clear? Then we are also having our OR question. That means here the question is, Anuj had some chocolates and he divided them into 2 lots, A and B. He sold first lot at the rate of 4 rupees 2 for 3 chocolates, and the second lot at the rate of rupees 1 per chocolate, and got a total of 400 rupees. Then, if he had sold the first lot at the rate of rupees 1 per chocolate and the second lot at the rate of rupees 4 for 5 chocolates, his total collection would have been 460. Find the total number of chocolates he had. Here, what is the scenario? Anuj is having certain number of chocolates and he divided into 2 lots, lots A and lot B. Okay. There he sold, in first scenario, he sold the chocolates in the first lot, rupees 2 for 3 chocolates. That means for 1 chocolate, what is the value? Here, 3 chocolates, 2 rupees, isn't it? That means for 1 chocolate, what is its value? 1 chocolate, it will be 2 by 3, isn't it? 2 by 3 rupees. And the chocolate from the second lot, he sold it for 1 per chocolate. Second cases, he sold the chocolate in the first lot for 1 rupee per chocolate and the chocolate in the second lot for at the rate of rupees for 5 chocolate. That means 5 chocolates, 4 rupees. That means for 1 chocolate, it will be 4 by 5 rupees. Okay? Keep these things in mind. Now we will be forming our equation. Case 1. The scenario, okay, let's take the number of chocolate. Let the number of chocolates in lot A be x and lot BBY. Okay, we need to find out what is X plus Y, total number of chocolates. Case 1, he sold first lot at the rate of rupees 2 for 3 chocolates. That means, scenario is, for one chocolate, what is the value there? It will be 2 by 3, isn't it? For one chocolate, it will be 2 by 3. He is taking the chocolate from lot A. Okay, that means it is 2 by 3x plus, then what about the next case? And from the second lot at the rate of 1 per chocolate, rupees 1 per chocolate. That means it will be Y itself. And after selling the chocolates, he got a total sum of 400 rupees. So this is equated to 400. Okay. Making it into standard form, 2x plus 3y is equal to 1200. Okay, let it be equation 1. Then case 2. In case 2, what is the scenario? Here, he sold the chocolates from the first lot, rupees 1 per chocolate. That means it will be x itself, right? For selling x chocolates, he will be getting x rupees. Okay. And what about the chocolate from the second lot? He sold it for rupees 4 for 5 chocolate. That means for one chocolate, what is the value he is getting? 4 by 5 rupees. That means 4 by 5 into how many chocolates he sold from the second lot? It is Y number of chocolates. So 4 by 5 into Y. On selling, he will be getting the sum of 460 rupees, isn't it? Is equal to 460 rupees. Okay. Now on solving, we will be getting 5x plus 4y is equal to 460 into 5. Isn't it? 460 into 5 means 2300. So 2300. Okay. Let it be equation 2. Now we need to solve this equation 1 and equation 2. We are having linear equations in 2 variables, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 1200 and 5x plus 4y is equal to 2300. We can make the coefficient of either of the variables same. Okay, that means here we can multiply the equation 2 with 2 and equation 1 with 5 so that the coefficient of x becomes same. Okay, so what happens to the first equation? First equations become into, we are multiplying it with 5. So 10x plus 15y is equal to 12 5s are 60, then 2 more zeros. So it is equal to 6000. Okay. Then the second equation, we need to multiply it with 2. That means we will get 10x plus 8y is equal to 4600. Okay. On subtracting, what we are getting? 10x minus 10x is 0. 15y minus 8y is equal to 7y. Then 6000 minus 4600 is equal to 1400. That means y is equal to, here we are getting y is equal to 1400 by 7, which is equal to 200 chocolates. That means the number of chocolates in B is 200. Then we need to find out what is the number of chocolates in lot A on substituting the value in either of the equations. So, equation 1 becomes 2x plus 3 into 200 is equal to 1200. Okay, that means 2x is equal to 1200 minus 600, which is equal to 600. That is, x is equal to 600 by 2, that is equal to 300. Is this a final answer? No, we need to compute what is the total number of chocolates. Therefore, total number of chocolates is equal to x plus y, which is equal to 300 plus 200, that is equal to 500 chocolates. Okay, clear? So, we have done with this question. Now, moving on to the 29th question. Prove that tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus cot cube theta by 1 plus cot square theta is equal to sec theta cosec theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay. So, here we need to prove LHS is equal to RHS. We will be starting from the LHS. On solving, we will reach the RHS part. Okay. So, starting from LHS, tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus cot cube theta can be written as 1 by tan cube theta by 1 plus cot square theta can be written as 1 by tan square theta. Okay. On taking LCM, what we are getting? Tan cube theta plus 1 plus tan square theta plus tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus 1 by tan cube theta. In the denominator part, we will be getting tan square theta plus 1, the whole divided by tan square theta. We have taken the LCM in the denominator part. Then tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus, here taking the denominator to the numerator part, we will be getting tan square theta by tan cube theta, the whole divided by tan square theta plus 1. Okay. We can cancel this tan square theta and tan cube theta. That means in the numerator part, it will be 1 by tan theta. That is, we are getting tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus 1 by tan theta in the numerator part. Then 1 plus tan square theta, or tan square theta plus 1 is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Tan square theta. Okay. We can take the tan theta to the denominator. That is tan cube theta by 1 plus tan square theta plus 1 divided by tan theta into 1 plus tan square theta, isn't it? Now, what is 1 plus tan square theta? Tan square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 6 square theta. Before that, let's take the LCM here. In the first fraction, we are having 1 plus tan square theta. In the second fraction, we are having the denominator tan theta into 1 plus tan square theta. Let's take the LCM there. So, tan cube theta into, taking the LCM, what is our denominator? Denominator will be tan theta into 1 plus tan square theta. So, here tan cube theta into tan theta in this part plus, here it will be 1 itself. What is tan cube theta into tan theta? It is tan raised to 4 theta. So, tan raised to 4 theta plus 1 divided by tan theta plus 1 tan theta into 1 plus tan square theta. Okay. Now, what is 1 plus tan square theta? It is 6 square theta, isn't it? So, tan raised to 4 theta by tan theta, then 1 plus tan square theta is 6 square theta. That is tan raised to 4 theta plus 1 divided by tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta, isn't it? So, sin theta by cos theta. Then, what about 6 square theta? 6 square theta is 1 by cos square theta. Let's take the LCM in the denominator part. So, numerator will be tan raised to 4 theta plus 1 as it is. Then, here, simplify the denominator. Here already it is multiplication. So, it will be sin theta by cos square theta into cos theta is cos cube theta. Okay. So, now we are getting tan raised to 4 theta plus 1 divided by sin theta by cos cube theta. Now, let's write tan raised to 4 theta as sin raised to 4 theta by cos raised to 4 theta plus 1 divided by sin theta cos cube theta. Okay. Sin theta cos cube theta. On solving, what we are getting? Here, taking the LCM in the numerator part, sin raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta divided by cos raised to 4 theta, the whole divided by sin theta cos cube theta, isn't it? So, we can cancel this cos cube theta and cos cube theta from cos raised to 4 theta. So, what is remaining here? A cos theta is remaining. That means we are getting sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta by cos theta into sine theta, isn't it? This numerator going to the top part. So, we are getting sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta divided by cos theta. The whole divided by sine theta is what we are having. On simplifying, we will be getting sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta divided by cos theta into sine theta. Okay. Sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta is actually sine square theta plus cos square theta, the whole square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta, isn't it? Divided by cos theta sine theta, isn't it? We have written sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta as sine square theta plus cos square theta, sine square theta plus cos square theta, the whole square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Okay. Now, what is sine square theta plus cos square theta? It is 1. So, 1 the whole square is 1 itself. So, we are in the numerator we are getting 1 minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta, the whole divided by cos theta sine theta. Let's split the fraction. That means 1 by cos theta sine theta minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta divided by cos theta sine theta. Okay. That means 2 sine square theta cos square theta by cos theta sine theta means we can cancel the cos sine square theta cos square theta. That means what is remaining? 2 sine theta cos theta is remaining in the numerator. Okay. That means 1 by cos theta sine theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay. Which means what is 1 by cos theta? It is sec theta. Sec theta into cosec theta. 1 by sine theta is cosec theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Is this our RHS? Yes, we are getting the RHS, isn't it? That means we are getting sec theta. We are getting our RHS as sec theta into cos theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay. So, here we have just expanded it with our normal identities and all. Okay. So, LHS, now we are getting LHS equal to RHS. We have started from LHS and simplified to the RHS form. Okay. Moving on to the next question. 30th question. Prove that parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. Here we need to prove a parallelogram which circumscribes a circle is rhombus. Okay. So, consider a parallelogram. Considering the parallelogram ABCD. Okay. And we are this parallelogram is actually circumscribing a circle with center O. This is circumscribing a circle with center O. Let the point of contact, that means here AB becomes a tangent to the circle with center O. Similarly, BC, CD and DA are tangents, isn't it? That means let the point of contact be P, Q, R, S respectively. Fine. What is given? Given ABCD is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite sides are equal. That is, with respect to our figure, AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Okay. We need to prove ABCD is a rhombus. Rhombus means all sides are equal, isn't it? So, when a parallelogram becomes a rhombus, in parallelogram already opposite sides are equal. If you are able to prove AB is equal to AD or AB is equal to BC, there all sides becomes equal, isn't it? That means we need to prove AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Okay. How we are going to prove this? Proof. we already know that the tangents from the external point are equal. Here A is an external point with respect to the circle with center O. B is also an external point, C is also an external point, and D is also an external point. Here AP is a tangent, AS is a tangent from the external point A. That means AP is equal to AS, isn't it? AP tangents from since tangents from an external point are equal, we could say AP is equal to PS, isn't it? AP is equal to PS. Similarly, with respect to B, BP is equal to BQ, isn't it? BP is equal to BQ. With respect to C, what we could say? CQ is equal to CR, isn't it? CQ is equal to CR. And with respect to D, DR is equal to DS. DR is equal to DS. Okay? The reason is these are tangents from the external point. Therefore, those tangents are equal. Now, let's add them. Adding them, what we are getting? Adding LHS and RHS. AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to PS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Now, what is AP plus BP? AP plus BP is equal to AB, isn't it? This is AB. And plus, what is CR plus DR? CR plus DR is equal to RCD. Similarly, this is equal to PS plus DS. That is not PS, it's actually AS over here. AP is equal to AS. Okay, AP and AS are two tangents from the external point A. So, this is equal to AP is equal to AS. Okay, AP is equal to AS. That is AS plus PS, isn't it? AS plus PS is equal to AS plus DS is equal to AS plus DS is equal to AD, and BQ plus CQ. BQ plus CQ is equal to BC. Okay. Now, it is already given that AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. So, we can substitute CD with AB and here BC with AD, isn't it? Let it be equation 1. So, from 1, what we could deduce? AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. From equation 1, CD can be substituted with AB and BC can be substituted with AD. That is 2AB is equal to 2AD, which means AB is equal to AD, isn't it? AB is equal to AD. Now check. It is already given AB is equal to CD and we are getting AB is equal to AD and AD is also equal to BC from the first equation. That means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, which means ABCD is a parallel rhombus. All sides are equal. Okay? Easy to prove, isn't it? Clear? Moving on to the next part, next question, the OR question. In the figure, xy and x dash y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O and another tangent AB with a point of contact C intersecting xy at A and x dash y dash at B. What is the measure of angle AOB? That means here we are having a circle with center O and two tangents are there, xy and x dash y dash. The point of contact, that means there we are considering another tangent AB with point of contact C and that AB is meeting the first tangent or the xy tangent at A and AB tangent is meeting x dash y dash tangent at B. They are asking what is this angle? What is angle AOB? Okay. For that what we will do? We will join OC. So, by joining OC, we will be getting two triangles, isn't it? What is the peculiarity of OC? OC means OC is a radius to the point of contact. That means the angle OCA is equal to 90 degree. Okay, we are getting two right angle triangles, triangle OCB and triangle OCA. Both are right angle triangles. Now consider the triangle. Consider triangle AOC and AOP. Okay, consider triangle AOC and triangle AOP. There, AO is a common side. AC and AP are tangents from the external point. Therefore, those two sides are equal. And OP is equal to OC. Why? Because those are radii of the circle. Which means these two triangles are congruent using SSS congruency. Isn't it? That means we are getting OA is equal to OA, common side. Then AC is equal to AP, tangents from external point. From an external point. Then, and OP is equal to, or OC is equal to OP. Why? Radii of the circle. That means we are getting triangle AOC is congruent to triangle AOP. SSS congruency. Which means there we could deduce angle AOC is equal to angle AOP. Isn't it? That means angle AOC is equal to angle AOP. How? CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Okay, let it be there. This is our equation number 1. Now, consider the other two triangles, that is triangle OCB and triangle OBQ. Okay, in triangle OCB and triangle OQB. There what are the common sides? The common side, OB is the common side. OB is equal to OB, common side. Then, what about the radius here? OC is equal to OQ. OC is equal to OQ, radii of the circle. And similarly, this BQ and BC are two tangents from the external point B. That means those two tangents are equal. Isn't it? BQ or BC is equal to BQ, which means tangents from an external point are equal. Tangents from an external point are equal. Tangents from the external point, so they are equal. Which means these two triangles are congruent. That is, triangle COB is congruent to triangle QOB. SSS congruency. Using corresponding parts of congruent triangle, there also we could say angle COB is equal to angle QOB. Angle COB is equal to angle QOB, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. This is our second equation. Okay, so from the first equation, we are getting angle AOC is equal to angle AOP, and from the second equation, we are getting angle COB is equal to angle QOP. Okay, angle AOC is equal to angle AOP, first equation, and angle COB is equal to angle QOB. This is our second equation. Now, consider the line segment PQ. PQ is a straight line, which means all angles. That means angle POC plus angle COQ is equal to 180 degree, isn't it? PQ is a straight line. PQ is a straight line. That means these four angles, angle 1, 2, 3, 4, these four angles sum up to 180 degree. That means angle AOC plus angle AOP plus angle COB plus angle QOB is equal to 180 degree. Isn't it? AOC is equal to AOP. That means AOC plus AOP can be written as twice angle AOC. Similarly, angle COB is equal to angle QOB. That means COB plus QOB can be written as twice angle COB. Twice angle COB, which is equal to 180 degree. 2 is a common factor there. That is angle AOC plus angle COB is equal to twice of angle AOC plus angle COB is equal to 180 degree, which means angle AOC plus angle COB is equal to 90 degree. What is this angle AOC? What is angle AOC plus angle COB? AOC plus angle COB. Angle, we are having OC, so here, so angle AOC plus angle COB means it is actually angle AOB, correct? From the figure, we are getting sum of angle AOC and angle COB is equal to angle AOB, that is equal to 90 degree. We need to find out what is the measurement of angle AOB, okay? So, we are getting angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Clear? Okay, moving to the next question. 31st question. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting? 3 sub-questions are there. At least one head, at most one tail, and the third sub-question, a head and a tail. Okay, here what are the outcomes here? 2 coins are tossed. So, head is a possibility, head tail is a possibility, tail head is a possibility, then tail is a possibility. Isn't it? These are the 4 possible outcomes. Now, first sub-question. Probability of getting at least one head. What is the number of favorable outcomes? They are asking for at least one head. So, this is a favorable outcome, this is a favorable outcome, and this is also a favorable outcome. That means favorable outcome by total number of outcome, that is the probability. Here the answer will be 3 upon 4. 3 by 4 is the probability of getting at least one head when 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, then second sub question. Probability of getting at most one tail. That means maximum one tail. If there is no tail, that is also a favorable outcome. Okay, maximum of one tail. They are asking what is the probability of at most one tail. Okay, if there is no tail, that is also a favorable outcome. One tail and one tail. Here also, what is the favorable outcome? 3 is the favorable outcome out of total 4 outcomes. So, in the second scenario also, the probability of getting at most one tail is 3 upon 4. And the last sub question, that is the third one, probability of getting a head and a tail. And a tail. Okay. And is used. Okay. A head and a tail. Here, the first case, head means both are head. A head and a tail means, okay, this is a favorable outcome. Tail and head, that is also a favorable outcome. What about tail? That is not a favorable outcome. So, here we will be getting 2 upon total number of outcome, that is 4, which means 1 upon 2 is our probability of getting at least, probability of getting a head and a tail. Okay? I hope these questions are clear. Now, we'll be moving on to the next session, that is session D. Yeah, session D consists of 4 questions of 5 mark each. That means we'll be like session D comprises of 20 marks, isn't it? 4 times 5, 20 marks is there. So, to the first question of session D, that is 32nd question, to fill a swimming pool, 2 pipes are used. If the pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours and the pipe of smaller diameter for 9 hours, only half of the pool can be filled. Find how long it would take for each pipe to fill the pool separately if the pipe of smaller diameter takes 10 hours more than the pipe of larger diameter to fill the pool. Okay, here few informations are given. To fill a swimming pool, 2 pipes are used. One is having larger diameter, other is having smaller diameter. Regarding the diameter, there is a relation. That means if the pipe of smaller diameter, time, there is a relation between the time. Okay, that means if the pipe of smaller diameter take 10 hours more than the pipe of larger diameter, that is the scenario. They are asking us to find out what is the time taken by each pipe to fill the pool if the smaller diameter takes 10 hours more than the pipe of larger diameter to fill the pool. Okay. Here, regarding the time, if the pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours and pipe of smaller diameter for 9 hours, only half of the pool can be filled. Okay. Let the time taken by, okay, let the time taken by the larger pipe, okay, that means that a pipe with larger diameter be x hours. Okay, we are considering the time taken by the larger pipe. Pipe with larger diameter is equal to x hours. Then what about the smaller diameter? Then the time taken by the pipe to fill the tank with smaller diameter will be with smaller diameter. Pipe with larger diameter is equal to x hours. Similarly, the time taken by the pipe with smaller diameter is equal to 10 hours more than the larger one, isn't it? So, it will be x plus 10 hours. Here, we need to find out what is x and also x plus 10. Now, case 1, that means larger diameter, okay, pipe with larger diameter. There, in x hours, okay, in x hours, a full swimming pool or the swimming pool will be completely filled, isn't it? That means in 1 hour, what is the scenario? In 1 hour, 1 by x part will be filled, isn't it? 1 by x part of the swimming pool will be filled. Then what about 4 hours? 4 hours, it will be 4 by x part of the swimming pool will be filled. Are you getting the point? So, the amount of water filled by the larger diameter, pipe with a larger diameter in 4 hours will be 4 by x. Similarly, with smaller diameter, that means pipe with smaller diameter, what they are telling? What is the relation they are telling? That means, yes, and the pipe of smaller diameter, 9 hours, okay? Which means, in x plus 10 hours, okay, it is taking x plus 10 hours to completely fill the tank. That means in x plus 10 hours, the swimming pool will be fully filled. Which means in 1 hour, what is the scenario? 1 by x plus 10th part will be filled, isn't it? 1 by x plus 10th part will be filled. Similarly, they are telling in 9 hours it will be completely filled. Which means, not completely filled, they have given the relation 4 hours plus 9 hours is equal to the pool is half filled, okay? Which means in 9 hours, it will be 9 by x plus 10th part is filled. Okay, now we will use this to form an equation. They are telling, if the pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours and the smaller diameter for 9 hours, okay, half of the pool can be filled. So, what is the amount filled by the pipe with a larger diameter? In 4 hours, it is 4 by x. Similarly, the amount filled by or amount of water filled by smaller diameter, pipe with smaller diameter in 9 hours will be 9 by x plus 10. So, summing up, we will be getting, that means it together it will fill half of the swimming pool, isn't it? Which means 4 by x plus 9 by x plus 10 is equal to half of the swimming pool. Okay, so this is the equation. Now, we could take the LCM. X times x plus 10 is equal to 4 into x plus 10 plus 9x is equal to 1 by 2. On cross multiplication, what we are getting? That is 8 into x plus 10 plus 18x is equal to x into x plus 10. Opening the bracket, what we are getting? 8x plus 80 plus 18x is equal to x square plus 10x. On rearranging, taking all terms to the other side, keeping x square positive, so x square plus 10x, here we are having 8x plus 18x, which is equal to 26x, isn't it? So 26x, and we are having plus 10x and minus 26x, that means minus 16x. Then positive 80 to the other side, it becomes minus 80, which is equal to 0. Here we are getting product is equal to minus 80 and sum is equal to minus 16. What of the case 20 and 4? Okay, 20 and 4, the product is negative, means it should be, one of the number should be negative. So minus 20, sum will be minus 20 and plus 4 means minus 16. That means x square minus 20x plus 4x minus 80 is equal to 0. Taking x common, what we are getting? X minus 20 here, plus taking 4 common, there also x minus 20 is equal to 0. That means either x plus 4 or x plus 4 into x minus 20 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to minus 4 or x is equal to 20. These are the two possible cases. What is x? X is actually the time taken, isn't it? Can time be a negative value? No, time can't be a negative value. So we will ignore x is equal to minus 4. We will consider x is equal to 20. X is equal to 20 means the time taken by the pipe with a larger diameter is 20 hours to completely fill the tank. Okay. So the time taken by the larger pipe with the larger diameter to completely fill the swimming pool is 20 hours. What about the smaller pipe or the pipe with smaller diameter? Time taken. So this is the time taken by the pipe with larger diameter to completely fill the swimming pool is 20 hours, and with the smaller diameter, what we are getting with the smaller diameter, it is x plus 10 hours, which is equal to 20 plus 10, that is 30 hours. Are you getting the point? So in short, the time taken by, they are asking us to find out how long it would take for each pipe to fill the pool separately. Okay. So if we are filling the pool separately with the pipe separately, the time taken by the pipe with a larger diameter is x hours. We are getting that is equal to 20 hours. Whereas the time taken by the smaller pipe, the pipe with smaller diameter is x plus 10 hours, which is equal to 30 hours. Okay, clear? So we are having an OR question here. In a flight of 600 kilometers, an aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Its average speed for the trip was reduced by 200 km per hour for its usual speed, and from its usual speed, and the time of the flight is increased by 30 minutes. Find the scheduled duration of the flight. They are telling a relation or a situation where in a flight of 600 kilometers, so the distance is equal to 600 kilometers. Okay. An aircraft was slowed down due to the bad weather. Its average speed for the trip was reduced by x kilometer per hour. So let the speed of the actual speed of the usual speed of the aircraft be x kilometer per hour. Okay. It is reduced by 200 km per hour from its usual speed, and the time of the flight is increased. If the speed is reduced means then the time taken to reach or cover the distance will be increased, isn't it? That means the duration of the flight is increased, or duration of the journey is increased by 30 minutes. Now let's write this relation. We know that speed is equal to distance by time, isn't it? Which means time is equal to distance by speed. What is the distance covered? It is 600 km per hour. Distance 600 km and speed is equal to x km per hour. So we are taking it as 600 by x. The second scenario they are telling if the speed is reduced by 200 km per hour, which means it will be equal to x minus 200, isn't it? X minus 200 km per hour. The usual speed is x kilometer. It is reduced by 200 means it will be x minus 200 km per hour. What about the distance? The distance remains the same, isn't it? Which is equal to 600 km. That means the time taken will be same relation. Time taken will be 600 by x minus 200. Okay. Now, comparing the time, the first case and the second case, okay, case 1 and case 2, in which scenario the time taken is more? The time taken is more in the second scenario. That means the speed is reduced means the time taken to travel the exact distance or the same distance will be more. Therefore, they have given a relation that means the time of the flight is increased by 30 minutes. Isn't it? It is increased by 30 minutes, which means the time in the second scenario, 600 by x minus 200 minus 600 by x is equal to 30 minutes. There, make sure that we have taken the speed and all in hours. Okay. Here, the difference in time is given in minute. We need to convert it into hour. That is 30 minutes is equal to half hour. Then only we can equate. So, while equating, make sure that all the quantities are in same units. Okay. There we could write 600 by x minus 200. More time taken, the time is more taken when the speed is reduced. So, 600 by x minus 200 minus 600 by x is equal to, the difference in time is 30 minutes, which is equal to 1 by 2 hours. Why we are taking it in hour? Because the speed is given in kilometer per hour. Okay. We need to solve this. So, on solving, what we are getting? X into x minus 200 is equal to 600x minus 600 into x minus 200 is equal to 1 by 2. Opening the bracket, 600x minus 600x, minus into minus it will be plus, that is 6 2s are 12, followed by 4 zeros. The whole divided by x square minus 200x is equal to 1 by 2. On cross multiplication, what we are getting? Here, we need to multiply the numerator with 2 and this denominator going to the other side, it will be x square minus 200x. Okay. Again, opening the bracket, we are getting 1200x. Okay, 600x and 600x will be cancelled. That means here 2 into 12,000, that is 24,000, isn't it? 24,000 is equal to x square minus 200x. On rearranging it, what we are getting? X square minus 200x minus 24,000 is equal to 0, isn't it? Now, we are getting a quadratic equation we can solve. How we can solve? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, isn't it? What is a? Is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, y is the constant. Okay, here we are getting, here 600 into 200 means it will be, there is one more 0 which is equal to 1,20,000, isn't it? On rearrange, 1,20,000 into 2 means it is 2,40,000, which means our constant is equal to minus 2,40,000. Okay. So, a is equal to, what is our a? The coefficient of x square, which is equal to 1. What is our b? B is equal to coefficient of x minus 200. And what about c? C is the constant, that is minus 2,40,000. Minus 2,40,000. Okay. Which is equal to, on substituting the value, minus of minus 200 plus or minus root of minus 200 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into c is minus 2,40,000. The whole divided by 2 into 1, that is Positive 200, minus into minus plus, positive 200. Inside the radical sign, what we are getting? Minus 200, the whole square is 4 followed by 4 zeros, that is equal to 4000. Minus into minus, it is plus 4 into 24, which is equal to 96. Okay, 96 followed by how many zeros? 4 zeros, isn't it? That is 96,000, no, 9,60,000 plus 4,000, 40,000, isn't it? 200, the whole square is equal to 4 followed by 4 zeros, which is equal to 40,000. That is 9,60,000 plus 40,000, which is equal to 200 plus or minus root of 10 raised to 6, isn't it? 10 raised to 6. 9,60,000 plus 40,000, isn't it? 40,000 is equal to 0, 0, 0, again 0, and here 10. That is 10 followed by how many? Like 10 raised to 6, isn't it? 10 raised to 6, isn't it? We are getting 200 plus or minus root of 10 raised to 6. What is root of 10 raised to 6? That is equal to 10 raised to 3. Square root of 10 raised to 6 is 10 raised to 3. What is 10 raised to 3? That is equal to 1000. The whole, there is a division, okay? The whole divided by 2 in the denominator. Here also there is a 2 in the denominator. That is 200 plus or minus 1000 by 2. Okay? On solving, what we are getting? Either, that is, now we are having x is equal to 200 plus or minus 1000 divided by 2. Taking the scenario separately, x is equal to 200 plus 1000 divided by 2. And the second case is x is equal to 200 minus 1000 divided by 2. Okay. What is x? X is actually the usual speed of the aircraft. Can it be negative sign? So this, no, it can't be, isn't it? That means x is equal to 200 plus 1000 divided by 2 will be considered, which is equal to 1200 by 2. 1200 by 2, which is equal to 600 kilometer per hour. What is the speed we are getting? 600 kilometer per hour. What we need to find out? We need to find out the scheduled duration. Scheduled duration means the time. The time, if the aircraft is traveling at the usual speed, at what time it will be reaching the destination after covering 600 kilometer. We already consider the relation, isn't it? Time is equal to distance by speed. In our case, speed was x kilometer per hour. We are getting now x is equal to 600 kilometer per hour. And the distance is already given, which is equal to 600. So, 600 kilometer by 600 kilometer per hour. There we are getting the time is equal to 1 hour. So, if the aircraft is traveling with the usual speed, it will cover 600 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, clear? I hope this question is clear. Moving on to the next question. Question number 33. Prove that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersecting the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is actually a theorem, isn't it? So, this is the first part of the question. The second part is, using the above theorem, prove that the line through the point of intersection of the diagonals and parallel to the base of the trapezium divides the non-parallel sides in the same ratio. So, here we need to prove the first part, that is the theorem part. Using that theorem, we need to prove the second scenario. So, let's prove the first part, that is the theorem. Here, a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides at in distinct point, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay. So, proof. Consider the triangle ABC. Okay, let DE be parallel to BC. Okay, that means DE is parallel to BC and DE is intersecting AB and AC at D and E respectively. That means in triangle ABC, it is given DE is parallel to BC. What we need to prove? We need to prove, this is given, okay. this part is given. Then to prove AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, isn't it? That means the sides are in the same ratio. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now, how we can start the proof? There we need to do some construction, isn't it? So, the first is we need to join BE and DC. Okay, join BE and DC, and we need to consider two perpendiculars, that is DM perpendicular to AE and DM perpendicular to, okay, DM perpendicular to AE and AN perpendicular to EN perpendicular to AD. Okay, construction, join BE and DC and construct DM perpendicular to AE or AC. Okay, DM perpendicular to AE means DM is actually perpendicular to AC, isn't it? DM perpendicular to AE or AC and EN perpendicular to DA, that is equal to BA, perpendicular to AB, isn't it? Perpendicular to AB. Fine. These are our construction. Now, consider the triangles, that is triangle ADE and triangle BDE, and we will consider the areas of those triangles. What is area of triangle ADE? Area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. With here, if we consider AD as the base, what is its corresponding height? EN is the corresponding height. That is, area of ADE is equal to half into base. If we are taking AD as the base is AD into its corresponding height is EN. Okay. Now, consider the triangle BDE. Okay. Consider the triangle BDE. There, in triangle BDE, there also the area is equal to half into base into height. Here the base is BD. What is its height? Height is actually the perpendicular distance from the base to the opposite vertex. Here we already know that E, that means if we consider BD as the base, E is the opposite vertex. From E we need to consider the perpendicular distance to the base, that is EN becomes our height, isn't it? That is equal to half into base is BD and its corresponding height will be EN. Okay? EN. Clear? Similarly, now consider triangle. Again, consider triangle ADE. There, if we consider AE as the base, okay? Area is equal to half into base into height. If AE is the base, what is its corresponding height? That means the perpendicular distance from the base to the opposite vertex. There the height will be DM. That means the base is AE and the height is DM. There we also consider one more triangle, that is triangle DEC. Triangle CDE. Okay. DEC or CDE, both are same, isn't it? There, CD is the base and height means perpendicular distance from the opposite vertex to the base. There, if EC is the base, what is the perpendicular distance from the opposite vertex D to the base? It is DM, isn't it? There also, area of CD is equal to, CDE is equal to, base is CE, height is DM. Height is DM. Okay. Now, let's take the ratios of these triangles area. Equation 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Taking ratios, area of triangle 1, like taking the ratios between the equation 1 and 2 and equation 3 and 4, what we are getting? Area of ADE by area of BDE is equal to half into AD into EN by half into BD into EN. In this case, EN can be cancelled, half N can be cancelled, which means it will be equal to AD by BD. Okay. Similarly, taking the ratios between the third and fourth equation, what we are getting? Area of ADE, area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE is equal to half into AE by AE times DM divided by half into CE times DM. There also we can cancel the common terms DM and half. That means it is AE by CE, isn't it? Now we are getting area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE is equal to AD by BD. Similarly, area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE is equal to AE by EC. Let it be equation 3 and 4. No, 5 and 6, okay? 5 and 6. There, in the left hand side of the equation, in the numerator part, we are having triangle ADE and area of triangle ADE and area of triangle ADE. Both are equal, same triangle, isn't it? Now, consider the triangle. Consider triangle BDE and triangle CDE. What is the peculiarity of these two triangles? Triangle BDE and triangle CDE. Those are two triangles between the same parallels, isn't it? And on the same base. That means these two triangles are on same base. Which is the same base there? They are on the same base DE and between same parallels. That is between BC and DE, which means the area of those two triangles are equal, isn't it? Area of BDE is equal to area of CDE, isn't it? Now we are getting area of BDE is equal to area of CDE. Now compare the equation 5 and 6. There the numerator parts are already equal and we have proved that the denominator part, that means the area of triangle BDE is equal to triangle CDE, which means on comparing equation 5 and 6, the LHS parts are equal, which means the RHS part should be equal, right? Thus, on comparing equation 5 and 6, what we are getting? We are getting the areas of those triangles are equal. That is AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Is this what we need to prove? AD by not DE, it is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, isn't it? That is what we have proved. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay. So, have we completed the question? No, we have just done the first part of the question. We are also having the second part. That means using this theorem, we need to prove a line through the point of intersection of diagonals and parallel to the base, and that means that line through the point of intersection of the diagonal is parallel to the base of the trapezium, which divides the non-parallel sides in the same ratio. Using this theorem, we need to prove that scenario. Okay. That means here we are considering a trapezium A, B, C, D. Okay. There are two diagonals AC and DB. The point of intersection is O. A line through the point of intersection, isn't it? A line through the point of intersection is parallel to the base and it passes through the point of intersection of the diagonal. So, let the line be EF. Okay. Here, what we need to prove? We need to prove that EF divides the non-parallel sides AD and CB in the same ratio, which means we need to prove DE by EA is equal to CF by FB, or taking in the other round, that is AE by ED is equal to BF by CF. Anyway, it's right, isn't it? Here they have given ABCD is a trapezium, isn't it? That is parallel to AB is parallel to CD, and EF is a line passing through the point of intersection of the diagonal, and it is parallel to the parallel sides, which means EF is also parallel to DC, and which means EF is also parallel to AB. Okay, these are the things given. O is the point of intersection of the diagonals AC and BD. Okay, and O is the point of intersection of diagonals AC and BD. Okay, we need to prove AE by or DE by or AE by ED. AE by ED. That means we need to take in the same order on the other side. AE by ED is equal to BF by FC. Okay. For that, let's consider two triangles. That means in triangle ADB. Okay, in triangle ADB, there we already know ADB. Okay, in triangle ADB, EO is parallel to AB, isn't it? EO is parallel to AB. So, a line segment parallel to the base, that means that line segment divides the other two sides in the same ratio. This is what we have proved in the theorem, which means AE by ED is equal to BO by OD, isn't it? AE by, using theorem, using the theorem, we can say that AE by ED is equal to BO by OD. Okay, let it be there. This is our equation 1. Now consider the triangle. In triangle DCB. Okay, in triangle DCB, there OF is parallel to CD, isn't it? OF is parallel to CD. Why? Because EF is parallel to DC, means OF is parallel to CD or DC. There also we could say the line parallel to the third side intersecting the other two sides of the triangle means that line divides the other two sides in the same ratio, which means BF by FC is equal to BO by OD, isn't it? That is BF by FC is equal to BO by OD, correct? Now, this is our equation 2. Compare equation 1 and equation 2. Both the arches are same, isn't it? BO by OD, which means from 1 and 2, what we could say, AE by ED is equal to BF by FC, isn't it? Proved, hence proved. What we have proved? If there is a trapezium where AB is parallel to CD and AC and BD are diagonals intersecting at the point O, and there is a line segment passing through the point of intersection which is also parallel to the parallel sides, then that line divides the non-parallel sides in the same ratio. That is what we are getting, right? AE by ED is equal to BF by FC. Okay, we have proved using the above theorem. Clear? Moving on to the next question. Here, due to heavy floods in a state, thousands were rendered homeless. 50 schools collectively decided to provide place and the canvas for 1,500 tents and share the whole expenditure equally. The lower part of each tent is cylindrical with a base radius 2.8 meter and height 3.5 meter. And the upper part is conical with the same base radius, but the height is 2.1 meter. If the canvas used to make the tent cost us rupees 120 per meter square, find the amount shared by each school to set up the tents. Okay, so scenario is given where due to heavy flood 1,000 were rendered homeless. The 50 schools collectively decided to provide place and canvas for how many tents? 1,500 tents. Okay, and they are going to share the whole expenditure equally. Now, the lower part of each tent is in cylindrical shape with the base radius 2.8 meter and the height of 3.5 meter, and the upper part is a conical part with the same radius. That means the conical part is also having the radius 2.8 meter, but the height is 2.1 meter. If the canvas used to make the tent cost us 120 rupees 120 per meter square, find the amount that is shared by each school to set up the tents. So here on simplifying, there are total 1,500 tents, isn't it? They are asking us what is the amount shared by each school. Okay, so the amount shared by each school means the amount they are giving for how many tents? This 1,500 tents is divided among 50 schools, isn't it? So what is the share for one school or each school? That means we need to find out what it is. 1,500 by 50, which is equal to 30 tents. That is the amount given by each school, isn't it? Amount taken by each school. Amount taken by each school. Clear? So this is the scenario. Now let's solve this. That is, the tent is of the shape, the base is a cylindrical part and the top is a conical part, isn't it? This is the shape of the tent. Okay, the dimensions are given here. What are the dimensions? The radius of the cylindrical part as well as the conical part is 2.8 meter. So this is 2.8 meter. The radius is 2.8 meter. Radius is equal to 2.8 meter. Then the okay, and height of the cylindrical part. Okay, height of the cylindrical part is 3.5 meter. Height of the cylindrical part. This is height, isn't it? Okay, cylindrical part. Height of the cylindrical part is 3.5 meter. And one more height is given. Height of the upper conical part, isn't it? Height of the upper conical part is 2.1 meter. That is, this height is 2.1 meter. Okay. Here they are asking what is the the amount for each tent, isn't it? They have said that the cost of making each tent, the canvas used to make the tent is at the cost of 120 per meter square. That means what we need to find out? We need to find out the curved surface area of the cone and curved surface area of the cylinder. There we won't consider the base part, isn't it? Both the openings, that means both the openings of the cylinder, top part and bottom part of the cylinder are open. Therefore, we will consider the curved surface area of the cylinder plus curved surface area of cone, isn't it? So, canvas required is equal to curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of cone. What is curved surface area of cylinder? It is 2 pi RH. What is curved surface area of cone? It is pi RL. Okay. In both the case, pi and R is common. What about H or L? L is given. This is height of the cone is given, not the slant height. What is the relation for the slant height? L is equal to square root of radius square plus height square. Isn't it? Radius square plus height square. What is the radius? It is square root of 2.8 the whole square plus height is equal to 2.1 the whole square. On solving, we will be getting L is equal to 3.5 meter. Okay. Square root of 2.8 the whole square plus 2.1 the whole square is equal to 3.5 meter. That is, we are getting L is equal to 3.5. Now, substituting the value, since the radius is common, the value is common, we could take pi and r common there out, which means 2h plus L. That is 22 by 7 into radius is equal to 2.8 times 2 into what is height? Here height is actually height of the cylinder. Don't confuse with the height of the cone. Here h means it is the height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder. What is height of the cylinder? That is 3.5 meter. Okay. That is 2 into 3.5 meter plus L as the slant height of the cone, that we got it as 3.5 itself, isn't it? Now 22 by 7, that is here on solving 0.4 and 3.5 into 2 means it is 7. Then 7 plus 3.5 is equal to 10.5 is what we are getting, right? 22 into 0.4 into 10.5. That is 10.5 into 4 means it is 420, that is 42, and 42, okay, 105 into 4 is 420. How many decimals? 2 decimals, that is 4.2. 4.2 into 22. 4.2 into 22. 22 into 4.2, which is equal to 4, 8 over here. That is 4, 12, 9. That is 924 meters square is what we are getting. Here, one more thing. It is 22 into 42 is 924. Here we are having 4.2. That means 92.4 meters square is the total canvas required. Then they have given few more things, isn't it? They have said that for per meter square it is 120 rupees. So what is the amount for? Amount is equal to, amount for the canvas is equal to 92.4 into 4. Per meter square it is 120 rupees. Therefore, 92.4 meter square, what is the amount? 92.4 into 120 rupees. That is 924 into 12, right? 8, 4, 18, 4, 2, 9, 8, 8, 1. Okay, so we are getting it as 11088, and here there is a 0 in 120, then 1 decimal place, which means we are getting the value as 11,088. That means the amount for 1/10. Amount for 1/10 is equal to 11,088. What is the actual question? They are asking us to find out what is the amount shared by each school. So, how many tents are sponsored by each school? They are sponsoring for 30 tents, isn't it? Total they are making, or total they are collecting amount for 1,500 tents, and that amount is shared between 50 schools, which means each school share an amount for 30 tents, isn't it? Total there are 1,500 tents, and how many schools are there? 50 schools. So this 1,000 amount for 1,500 tents are shared between 15 schools, which is equal to each school need to give an amount for 30 tents. Here we are getting the amount for 1 tent. Okay, therefore the amount shared by each school is equal to, it is 30, isn't it? I hope you are getting how we are getting 30 over there. 30 into 11,088, okay? Which is equal to 11088 into 30, that is into 3. 332640. 332640. That is 3,32,640 rupees is shared by each school for 30 tens. Okay, clear? Easy question, easy to solve, isn't it? Now, moving on to the next part of this question. There are two identical solid cubical boxes of side 7 cm. From the top face of first cube, a hemisphere of diameter equal to the side of the cube is scooped out. This hemisphere is inverted and placed on the top of second cube's surface to form a dome. Find the first sub-question, the ratio of the total surface area of two new solids formed, and the second sub-question, volume of each new solid formed. Okay, so we are having two solid cubical boxes. From first cubical box, a hemispherical part is scooped out, okay, and that hemispherical portion is kept on the second cube's surface. We need to find out what is the ratio between total surface area of two new solids, and the second part we need to find out what is the volume of each new solid. Okay, so here what will be the figure? Solid 1, that is we are having a cube. A hemispherical part, that means its diameter is equal to the side of the cube, isn't it? Its diameter is equal to the side of the cube. What about, its measurement is given, side is equal to 7 centimeter. That means for cube, A is equal to 7 centimeter, and for hemisphere, diameter is equal to the side of the cube, which is equal to 7 centimeter. That means radius is equal to 7 by 2 centimeter. This is solid 1. Okay, this hemispherical part is now placed on the second cube. Okay, and there we are getting a dome, isn't it? There also side of the cube is 7 centimeter, and what about the radius? Radius is equal to 7 by 2 because the diameter of this dome is equal to the side of the cube. Okay, so this is solid 1 and this is solid 2. First case, we need to find out the ratio between total surface area of both the solids. That means total surface area of solid 1 is to total surface area of solid 2. So, solid 1, first solid, that means what is total surface area? Total surface area of solid 1 is equal to the total surface area of cube, then the curved surface area of the hemisphere, and there we need to subtract the base area of the hemisphere, isn't it? Because it is open, so we need to reduce the base area of hemisphere. That means curved surface area of cube plus curved surface area, or total surface area of cube plus curved surface area of hemisphere, then minus base area of hemisphere, isn't it? What is total surface area of cube? It is 6a square. 6a square plus what is curved surface area of hemisphere? It is 2 pi r square minus base area of hemisphere is equal to pi r square. It is circular shape. So, minus pi r square, that is equal to 6a square plus 2 pi r square minus pi r square is pi r square. Substituting the value where a is equal to 7, that is 6 times 7 times 7 plus pi is equal to 22 by 7 into 7, radius is equal to 7 upon 2. So, we need to multiply it with twice. Then, here we will be getting 49 into 6 plus here 11 times 7, 77 is there, divided by 22 by 7. Here it is 7 by 2. Okay, 7. This 7 and 7 will be cancelled. Here we are having a 2. So, it is 11 times 7 is 77 divided by 2, which is equal to, taking the LCM, 49 times 12 plus 77, the whole divided by 2. So, 18, 9, 9, 4. That means 8, 18. 588, that means 49 times 12 is 588. 588 plus 77. 15, 16 over here. 665. 665 divided by 2, which is equal to 332.5, isn't it? We are getting the value as 332.5 centimeters square. Unit is very important, centimeters square. This is total surface area of solid 1. Now we will find out what is the total surface area of solid 2. There, total surface area of the new solid is equal to total surface area of the cube plus curved surface area of the hemisphere, and there we need to reduce the base area of the hemisphere, isn't it? Otherwise, we will be adding the circular part twice, isn't it? So, there we will be taking the total surface area of cube, then the curved surface area of hemisphere, then we will be subtracting the base area of hemisphere. That is equal to total surface area of cube plus curved surface area of hemisphere, then minus, we need to reduce this part, that is the base area of hemisphere, base area of hemisphere. Okay, total surface area of cube is 6a square plus curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square minus, what is base area of hemisphere? It is pi r square. That is 6a square plus 2 pi r square minus pi r square is pi r square. Substituting the value, we will be getting 6 into 7 times 7 plus 22 by 7 times 7 by 2 times 7 by 2. That means exactly the same value in the above case. So, the final answer will be 332.5 centimeters square. In the first sub question, they are asking us to find out the ratio between these two solids. That means the ratio of total surface area of these two solids. What is the answer to the first sub question? Ratio of TSA of solid 1 is to, or TSA of solid 1 is to TSA of solid 2 is equal to 332.5 is to 332.5, which is equal to 1 is to 1. Okay. So, what is the answer to the first sub question? 1 is to 1. We are getting the ratio between the total surface area of both the solids. Solid 1 is to solid 2. We are getting it as 1 is to 1. Okay. Now, we are having one more sub question. That is, we need to find out the volume of each new solid formed. Okay. So, once again, this is the solid. So, we are taking a hemisphere out from here, and the second solid here we are placing that dome over here, right? Our hemisphere part on there. So, there solid 1 and solid 2, volume of solid 1. Volume of solid 1 is equal to, there, how we will find out the volume of solid 1? Here we are scooping out the hemispherical part. That means volume of the cube minus volume of this hemispherical part, isn't it? Volume of cube minus volume of hemispherical part or hemisphere, which is equal to, so this is volume of cube of this solid 1. What about solid 2? Volume of solid 2 is equal to It is volume of cube plus volume of cube plus volume of this hemisphere part, isn't it? So, volume of hemispherical part or hemisphere. Let's find out the volume of cube and hemisphere separately. That means volume of cube is equal to a cube. That means 7 cube, that is which is equal to 49 times 7, 63. Okay, 343, isn't it? That is a cube is equal to 343 centimeter cube, and volume of hemisphere is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube, which is equal to 2 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 times 7 by 2 times 7 by 2. So we can solve. 2 and 2 can be cancelled. 7 and 7 can be cancelled. Here it will be 11. Then what's remaining? 49 times 11 divided by 6. Okay, 49 times 11 divided by 6. So, $539 by 6, which is equal to 9. That means which is equal to 7. 54, 5, 58 times 48, 20, 89.82, which is equal to 89.82. That means centimeter cube. Okay, we are getting the volume of cube as 343 centimeter cube and volume of hemisphere is equal to 89.82 centimeter cube. So we need to just substitute the value over here. That means volume of the solid one is equal to 343 minus 343 centimeter cube minus 89.82 centimeter cube. That is equal to 343 minus 89.82. Yeah, it will be 253.18 centimeter cube is the volume of first solid. Why? Because we need to subtract the volume of hemisphere from the volume of cube. What about the second scenario? That means the volume of solid 2 is equal to, it is the sum of volume of cube and that of hemisphere. That is 343 plus 89.82, which is equal to 432.82 centimeter cube. Clear? Okay. So, shall we move on to the next question? Question 35. The median of the following data is 525. Find the values of x and y if the total frequency is 100. So, here we are having a data with class intervals and frequency and a value of median. Value of this median of this data is given 525. From here, we need to find out the value of x and y. Here we are having x and here we are having y. Okay. So, let's consider this table once again. Class interval from 0 to 100, 100 to 200, like up to 900 to 1000 is there. Corresponding frequencies are given. What is the value given? Value of median is given. What is the formula to find out the value of median? Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H, isn't it? So, here what is L? L is the lower limit of median class. Here median given, it is, isn't it? So, 525 is the median given. L is the lower limit of the median class. N by 2 is the half the frequency, half of the total frequency. And CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. F is the frequency of the median class and H is the class size. Okay. So, here how we could find out the median class? Median is given 525. So, 525 lies between 500 to 600, isn't it? 525 lies between 500 to 600. So this will be our median class, okay? Which means 500 will be our L, isn't it? We are having lower limit of the median class, which is equal to 500. Then what is n by 2? N by 2 is the half the total frequency. It is given that the total frequency is 100. So n by 2 will be 100 by 2. Isn't it? So n by 2 is equal to 100 by 2, which is equal to 50. Then CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So this is our median class. So what we will be getting over here, if this is a column of cumulative frequency, the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class will be our CF, and F is the frequency of the median class. So here we are also having F is equal to 20 and H is the class size. Now what is the class size? 600 minus 500. It's continuous class, and H is equal to 100. Here we need to find out the value for CF. That means the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So let's find out the cumulative frequency. The first data is 2 itself, then 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7. 7 plus x is the next. Then 7 plus x plus 12 is 19 plus x. Then 19 plus x plus 7 is equal to 36 plus x. Then plus 20 means it is 56 plus x. Then 56 plus x plus y. 56 plus x plus y. Then plus 9 means it is 65 plus x plus y. Then 65 plus 7 is equal to 72 plus x plus y. 72 plus 4 is 76 plus x plus y. Here we are having the last entry in the cumulative frequency as 76 plus x plus y. We know that the total frequency is 100. The last entry in the cumulative frequency should be equal to the total frequency, isn't it? That means 76 plus x plus y is equal to 100, isn't it? The last data in the cumulative frequency should be equal to the total frequency. So there we could deduce 76 plus x plus y is equal to 100. Let it be equation 1. Okay. Now we need to find out what is the value of CF. CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So this is our median class. The cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class is 36 plus x. Okay. That means we are having CF is equal to 36 plus x. Okay. Substituting the value, median is equal to 525, which is already given in the question. This is equal to L. L is 500 plus n by 2 is 50 minus 36 plus 6 inside the bracket. The whole divided by F is 20 into 100. 100 is the class size, which will be 5 over here, isn't it? That means taking this 500 to the other side, it will be 525 minus 500 is equal to 50, opening the bracket with the minus sign, 50 minus 36 minus x into 5 is there, isn't it? Into 5. 525 minus 500 is 25, which is equal to 50 minus 36 is equal to 14 minus x into 5. So taking this 5 to the other side, it will be 25 by 5. 25 by 5 is equal to 14 minus x. What is 25 by 5? It is 5, isn't it? So 5 is equal to 14 minus x, or x is equal to 14 minus 5. What is 14 minus 5? This is equal to 9. So we are getting x is equal to 9. How we will find out the value of y? We are having a equation, that is 76 plus x plus y is equal to 100. Substituting x is equal to 9 over here, what we will be getting? So from equation 1, we could deduce 76 plus x. We already know that 76 plus x plus y is equal to 100. Substituting the value for x is equal to 9. 76 plus 9 plus y is equal to 100. What is 76 plus 9? It is 85, right? So 100 minus 85 is equal to y. What is 100 minus 85? That is equal to 50. Right? So we are getting x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 5. Okay. So we have done with the last question in section D. Now we'll be moving on to the section E, that is case study question. We are having all the questions are compulsory. 3 questions are there, and all the 3 questions carry 4 marks each. So section D comprises of total 12 marks. Okay. So first question of section E, 36th question. A tiling or a tessellation of a flat surface is the covering of a plane using one or more geometric shapes called tiles with no overlaps and no gaps. Historically, tessellations were used in ancient Rome and in Islamic art. You may find tessellation patterns on floors, walls, paintings, etc. Shown below is a tile floor in the Archaeological Museum of Seville made using squares, triangles and hexagons. Okay, this is the figure. A craftsman thought of making a floor pattern after being inspired by the above design. To ensure the accuracy in his work, he made the pattern on the Cartesian plane. He used regular octagons, squares and triangles for his floor tessellation pattern. This is the pattern he made. Okay. The first sub-question. Use the above figure to answer the question that follow. The first sub-question, what is the length of line segment joining the points B and F? So this question is from the part or the geometry, coordinate geometry part, isn't it? So the first question, first sub-question, what is the length of line segment joining points B and F? Where is point B? Here, point B is here and F is here. They are asking what is the length of the line joining B and F. That means what is the coordinate of B? It is coordinate of B is 1. Coordinate of B is 1. Coordinate of B, coordinate of B is 1, 2. And what is the coordinate of F? Coordinate of F is -2, 9. Here we need to, the length of BF means we need to use the distance formula, isn't it? Length of BF is equal to, make sure what is the value of B or the coordinates of B is 1, 2 and F is -2, 9. Okay, that is, it is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That is equal to root of x2, you can take it x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1 because in the end we will be taking the square, okay. So, it will be -2 minus 1 the whole square plus 9 minus 2 the whole square, which is equal to -2 minus 1 is -3 the whole square plus 9 minus 2 is 7 the whole square. What is 3 square? It is 9, isn't it? Yeah, 3 square is 9 and plus 7 square is 49. What is 49 plus 9? Which is equal to root 58 units, isn't it? Since length is asked, we need to write in units, isn't it? So, what is the length of BF or the distance between the points B and F? It is root 58 units, okay? Moving on to the next sub-question. The center Z of the figure will be the point of intersection of the diagonals of the quadrilateral WXOP. Then what are the coordinates of the point Z or Z? Okay, here we need to consider the quadrilateral WXOP. WXOP. Okay, so this is our quadrilateral. What kind of quadrilateral it is? It's a rectangle, isn't it? We are having a rectangle, okay? We need to consider this quadrilateral. They are telling Z or point Z or Z is the center of the point of intersection of the diagonals, isn't it? Okay? So, this is our required point Z or Z, okay? Let this point be ZAB, okay? We need to find out the coordinates of Z. What is the peculiarity of that point Z? That means it is the point of intersection of the diagonals of that quadrilateral. What is a quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a rectangle. That means Z is the point of intersection of the diagonals of a rectangle. The diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other, isn't it? That means Z is the midpoint of the diagonal, isn't it? Z is the midpoint of diagonal anything, WO or XP. So I'm taking XP over here, okay? It is easy to find out the coordinates of a midpoint, isn't it? So let's find out what are the coordinates of X. Coordinate of X is -4, 0. And what about the coordinates of P? It is 3, 11. P is 3, 11. Then to find out the midpoint means it is -4 plus 3. X1 plus X2 by 2 and that is Z AB is equal to -4 plus 3 by 2 and 11 plus 0 by 2. 0 plus 11 by 2. X1 plus X2 by 2 and Y1 plus Y2 by 2. That is -4 plus 3 is -1 by 2 and 0 plus 11 is 11 by 2. So what is the coordinate of the point of intersection of the diagonals of the rectangle? It is -1 by 2 and 11 by 2. Okay, clear? Now moving on to the third sub question. Here, what are the coordinates of the point Y axis which is equidistant from A and G? Okay, here where is point A? This is our point A and this is our point G. They are asking to find out a point on Y axis, which is equidistant from A and G. Okay, that means this point should lie, the required point should lie on Y axis such that it is equidistant from point A and point G. Let's mark the coordinates of the point A and point G. What are the coordinates of point A? Point A is -2 and 2. And coordinates of G is -4 and 7. -4 and 7. Okay. We need to locate a point on Y axis which is equidistant from A and G. That means what will be the coordinates of a point on Y axis? Its Y coordinate will be, its X coordinate will be 0, isn't it? There is only Y coordinate. A point on Y axis means its X coordinate is 0. That means the required point will be, let the required point be Y. And the coordinates of Y will be its X coordinate is 0 and Y coordinate is small y. Okay. So the required point is Y with the coordinate 0, Y. Why X coordinate is 0? Because the point lies on the Y axis. Okay. Here, what is the relation? The distance between, so this is our Y, isn't it? The distance AY is equal to GY, correct? So AY is equal to GY. Okay, let's find out what is this AY, the distance AY. Length of AY is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So these are the points we are considering. That is 0 minus -2 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square, which is equal to 2 square plus y minus 2 the whole square. Okay, let it be equation 1. And length of GY is equal to, here now we need to consider the points G and Y. It is 0 minus -4 the whole square plus y minus 7 the whole square. Okay, that is equal to square root of 4 square plus y minus 7 the whole square. Equation 1 and this is equation 2. It is already given that AY is equal to GY, isn't it? Because the point we required is equidistant from point A and point G, that is AY. The length of AY is equal to length of GY. Here we could equate these two parts, isn't it? Length of AY is equal to length of GY means we could equate the right hand parts of both the equation. That means root of 2 square plus y minus 2 the whole square is equal to the RHS of second equation, square root of 4 square plus y minus 7 the whole square. That is, on squaring what we are getting, we can remove the radical sign. That is 2 square. On squaring 2 square plus y minus 2 the whole square is equal to 4 square plus 7 y minus 7 the whole square. So this is of the form a minus b the whole square. Let's expand it. That is 2 square plus, that is 4 plus y square minus 2 times y plus 2 square is equal to 4 square plus y square minus 2 times 7 times y plus 7 square, right? So here 2 square plus 2 square, it is 8. Here we are having y square and y square. Then it is 2 square plus 2 square. 4 plus 4 is 16. Minus 4y is equal to, here also we are having 16. Then minus 14y plus 49. Isn't it? So this 16 and 16 can be cancelled. Sorry, here 4 plus 4 is 8, isn't it? So it is 8, not 16. So 8 minus 4y is equal to 16 minus 14y plus 49. Then on solving, what we are getting? Taking this 14y to the other side, it is plus 14y minus 4y is equal to 16 plus 49 minus 8. So 14y minus 4y is equal to 10y. 10y is equal to 16 minus 8 is 8, that is 49 plus 8 is equal to 57, which is equal to 57. That is, we are getting 10y is equal to 57 or y is equal to 57 by 10, which is equal to 5.7 units. What is this y? Or not unit, 5.7. That means the y coordinate of the required point. We required a point on y-axis such that it is equidistant from point A and point G. We have taken the y coordinate, that point as y, and the coordinate of that y will be y0 small letter y, and now we are getting the y coordinate of point y as 5.7. Okay, that means this y is 5, its y coordinate of this point y is 5.7. Okay, clear? Now we are having a OR question, this third part, that is we need to find out the area of trapezium AFGH. Area of trapezium AFGH. So this is the required trapezium. What is the formula to find out the area of trapezium? Area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus B times H. Isn't it? What is this A and B? A and B are the length of the parallel sides and H is the distance between the parallel sides. In a trapezium, what is a trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral where opposite sides are parallel. Okay? That means only one pair of parallel sides are there. That means here GH and AF are parallel sides, isn't it? GH is parallel to AF. So what is this A and B? A and B means it is the length of the parallel sides. That means the length of GH and AF, and H is the distance between this parallel sides. So this is the H. Okay. Let's find it. What are the lengths? Here, what is our A? A means the length of a parallel side. So here taking GH. What is the length of GH? That means here H is 4 units. Its y-axis is, that means here we need to find out the distance of y coordinate, isn't it? So 4 and here it is 7. The length will be 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3 units. Okay. The length of or A is equal to 3 units. What about B? Here B means we need to find out the length of A and F. Here the y coordinate of A is 2 and the y coordinate of F is 9. So 2 minus 9. That is AF, which is equal to 2 minus 9, or taking the modulus 9 minus 2, what will be getting? It will be 7 units. Okay. So the length of the parallel sides, we are getting it as 3 units and 7 units. Now we need to find out the distance between the parallel sides, isn't it? The distance between, the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides means we will consider the x coordinates of point G and F or A, anything. Here the x coordinate of A and F remains the same, isn't it? Whatever be the x coordinate along this line AF remains the same. So the x coordinate of this line is -2, okay? And the x coordinate of this line GH is -4. So since it is the length h is equal to the distance between the parallel sides, which means -2 minus of -4. -2 minus of -4, taking the modulus, it will be -2 plus 4, which is equal to 2 units. Okay. Since we are considering the distance, we will take always a modulus value. Okay. So, area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 times. What is A? It is 3 units. Plus, what is B? 7 units. What is H? We are getting 2 units. Isn't it? So, this 2 and 2 can be cancelled. 3 plus 7, which is equal to 10 square units. Okay. Since it is area, the units will be in square. So, what is the area of the trapezium AFGH? It is 10 square units. Okay. So, we have done with the first question on the case study part. Now, moving on to the second question. 37th question. The school auditorium was to be constructed to accommodate at least 1,500 people. The chairs are to be placed in concentric circular arrangement in such a way that each succeeding circular row has 10 seats more than the previous one. Okay. If the first circular row has 30 seats, how many seats will be there in the 10th row? Okay. Now, this is an application type of question from the chapter Arithmetic Progression, isn't it? Here they are telling the common differences, or D is equal to 10. That means after each row, there is 10 seats more than the previous one, which means the constant number adding is 10. D is equal to 10. Okay. And here the total number of seats. The school auditorium has to be constructed accommodating at least 1,500 people. They are asking, the first sub-question is, if the first circular row has 30 seats, how many seats will be there in the 10th row? Okay. That is, what is 30? The first entry, that is A is equal to 30, and we already know D is equal to 10. The common difference is equal to 10. We need to find out what is A10, the number of seats in the 10th row. A10. We need to find out what is A10. We already know AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D, where A is the first number, N is here N is equal to 10, isn't it? We need to find out N, the number of seats in the 10th row, that is N is equal to 10, and D is the common difference. Substituting, A10 is equal to 30 plus N is 10 minus 1, that is equal to 9, into D is common difference is 10. That is 30 plus 90, which is equal to 120 seats. Okay. So, how many seats will be there in the 10th row? 120 seats. Okay. Easy question. Now, for 1,500 seats in the auditorium, how many rows need to be there? That means to accommodate 1,500 seats in the auditorium, satisfying the condition. What is the condition? After each row, that means in the first row it is 30 seats are there. In the second row, how many seats will be there? It will be 40 units. 10 seats more than the previous one, isn't it? Satisfying that condition, how many rows need to be there? Okay. Here, S is equal to 1,500. We need to find out what is N, isn't it? We need to find out what is N. Then, what is the formula? We know S is equal to N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D, isn't it? D is equal to 10, the common difference, and A is equal to 30 seats. It's already given. That means 1,500 is equal to, we need to find out the value of N. So, N by 2 as it is 2 times 30 plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 10. That is, taking this 2 to the other side, it is 3 15 into 2, 30. It is 3000 is equal to n into 2 times 30 is 60. Then opening this bracket, it is 10n minus 10. Here, what is 60 minus 10n is there. 10n minus 10. So, what is 60 minus 10? 60 minus 10 is 50, isn't it? So, 50 plus 10n. Now, opening the outer bracket, that is 50n plus 10n square, and here we are having 3000. Now, we can rearrange it to form a quadratic equation, that is 10n square plus 50n minus 3000 is equal to 0. We can divide it throughout by 10, so that n square plus 5n minus 300 by 10 3000 by 10 is 300, which is equal to 0. Now, the product is minus 300 and sum is 5. That means we could take the value 20 and 15, right? 20 into 15 is 300. 15 into 2 is 30. So, yeah, 300. And the sum is 5. Here, since the product is negative, either of the numbers should be negative. The sum is positive means the smaller number will be having the negative value. That is 20 minus 15 will be positive 5 and 20 into minus 15 will be minus 300. That is n square plus 20n minus 15n minus 300 is equal to 0. On solving, what we are getting? That is taking n common. It is n plus 20, then taking minus 15 common. There also it will be n plus 20 is equal to 0. That is n minus 15 times n plus 20 is equal to 0. That means either n is equal to 15 or n is equal to minus 20. Okay. Can n be a negative value? No, because n is, they are asking what is the number of rows. We are taking n as the number of rows. Can number of rows be a negative value? No. So, here, therefore, the number of rows is equal to accommodate this 1500 seat is equal to 15 rows. Okay, 15 rows. We require 15 rows such that it will accommodate 1500 seats in the auditorium. Okay. Now, moving on to the third question, that is, if 1500 seats are to be arranged in the auditorium, how many seats are still left to be put after 10th row? Okay. They are asking the total number of seats is 1500 and what is the number of seats after 10th row? The number of seats left after 10th row, how we can find it out? It is the difference between the total number of seats and the number of seats up to 10th row, isn't it? So, the seats left after 10th row is equal to total seats minus seats up to 10th row, isn't it? How we can find total seats? We already know it is 1500. How we can find out the seats up to 10th row? That is 1500 minus the seats up to 10th row is S10. We already know Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then S10 will be 10 by 2 into A is 30. That means the number of seats in the first row. Plus n minus 1 is 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9 into D. That is 5 into 60 plus 90. Okay. 30 times 2 is 60. 60 plus 9 is 60 plus 90 is equal to, that is 50 into 5 into 150, which is equal to 0, 5, 750, isn't it? That means the number of seats up to the 10th row is 750. That here on substituting 1500 minus 750, that means there also the answer will be 750. So, how many seats will be left after 10th row? It is 750 seats. Okay, clear? Now, moving on to the third sub-question. If there were 17 rows in the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? Okay, now the scenario changed. If there are 17 rows, okay, if there are 17 rows in the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? If there are total 17 rows, which will be the middle row? The middle row will be 8th row, isn't it? The middle row will be 8th row. They are asking how many seats will be there in the middle row, that is in the 8th row, which means we need to find out what is A8, correct? A8 is equal to, since we already know An is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D, here N is equal to 8, D is equal to 10 and A is equal to 30. Substituting the value, it is A is equal to 30, then N is equal to 8 minus 1, 8 minus 1 into D. D is equal to 10, that is 30 plus 7 into 10, 30 plus 70, which is equal to 100 seats. Okay, so how many seats will be there if there is 17 rows? That means the number of seats in the 8th row. Okay, if total there are 17 rows and they are asking us to find out the number of seats in the middle row. Middle row will be the 8th row. So the number of seats in the 8th row will be 100 seats. Okay, clear? This question is pretty easy. Now, moving on to the last question. That is 38th question. We all have seen the airplanes flying in the sky, but might have not thought of how they actually reach the correct destination. Air traffic control, ATC, is a service provided by ground-based air traffic controllers who direct aircraft on the ground and through a given section of controlled airspace and can provide advisory services to aircraft in non-controlled airspace. Actually, all this air traffic is managed and regulated by using various concepts based on coordinate geometry and trigonometry. So there is a picture regarding the situation. Here, at a given instance, ATC finds that the angle of elevation of an aeroplane from a point on the ground is 60 degrees. After a flight of 30 seconds, it is observed that the angle of elevation changes to 30 degrees. The height of the plane remains constantly as 3000 root 3 meter. Use the above information to answer the questions that follow. Okay, let's look into the first sub-question. Draw a neat labeled figure to show the above situation diagrammatically. So the first sub-question is very easy. We need to just represent the given situation diagrammatically. Okay, that means an ATC is observing, let A be the point from where an ATC observing a plane at an elevation. Okay, so this is the ground at an elevation of 60 degree, isn't it? The first scenario is the person or ATC is observing a plane from a point on the ground at 60 degree. That means this is the point of angle of elevation, and let the point be D and corresponding point on the ground be B. Okay, clear? So this is the point where the airplane is there in the space. That means in the airspace at an elevation of 60 degree. Then after how many seconds? After 30 seconds, it is observed that the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. Now changes to 30 degree means, is it moving towards the ATC or moving away from the ATC? Here 60 degrees reduced to 30 degree, which means the plane is moving away from the point A, correct? That means this is 60 degree. And after 30 seconds, okay, the height remains the same. So let this be the point E, okay, and this is C. Now this is 30 degree, right? Clear? So this is a neat label diagram, and here the height remains the same. What is the height? The height is given as 3000 root 3 meter. It is 3000 root 3 meter. It is already given, and this is also 3000 root 3 meter. The height remains constant. Okay? Clear? And let this be the distance x. Okay? The time or the distance traveled by the plane in 30 seconds from B to C, let it be x. So this is a neat label diagram. Clear? That means let BC, which is equal to x, be the distance traveled by airplane in 30 seconds. Okay, clear. Now moving on to the second sub-question. What is the distance traveled by the plane in 30 seconds? Yes. So our figure was, okay, 60 degree. That means the airplane is at the point D, which was at a height of 3000 root 3 meter, and corresponding point on ground is B. Then after 30 seconds, the height remains the same, that is 3000 root 3 meter. The point at which the plane remains on the airspace is E, and the corresponding point on the ground is C. We need to find out the value of X. Okay. They are asking what is the distance traveled by the plane in 30 seconds. So this is 30 degree. Okay. How we can find out X? Let BC is equal to X. Okay, BC is equal to X meters. It is in meter given, right? So X meter. Here we could take which trigonometric ratio? We are having an opposite side and we need to find out the adjacent side, isn't it? We need to find out BC, that is BC is equal to AC minus AB, correct? BC can be found out by subtracting AB from AC. AB from AC, correct? AC minus AB, we will be getting BC. Why? Because this AC is equal to AB plus BC. Okay, that means we could use the trigonometric ratio tan. In triangle ABD, what is tan 60? While considering the triangle ABD, the angle at A is 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is equal to opposite side, that is BD by AB. Okay, that is BD by tan 60 degree is equal to BD by AB. What is tan 60 degree? It is root 3. Root 3 is equal to, what is BD? That is the height of the plane from the ground, which is equal to 3000 root 3 meter. That is 3000 root 3 divided by AB. From here, we could find out the value of AB as 3000 root 3 by root 3, which is equal to 3000 meter. Okay, AB is equal to 3000 meter. Now we need to find out what is AC. For that, we will consider the triangle. Consider the triangle AEC. Okay, there what is the angle made at A? It is 30 degree. There also we could consider, we need to find out AC and we are having an opposite side. So which trigonometric ratio we will take? We will go with tan 30. Okay, that is tan 30 degree is equal to opposite side, which is CE, divided by adjacent side, that is AC. Okay, so tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to CE, means it is the height of the airplane from the ground, that is 3000 root 3 by and divided by AC, that is AC is equal to 3000 root 3 times root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. So 3 into 3000 is 9000 meter. Okay. Now we are having the value of AB and AC. What is then BC? We need to find out the distance traveled by the plane in 30 seconds. That is X. That is, we are getting the value as 9000 minus 9000 meter minus 3000 meter, which is equal to 6000 meter. Which means in 30 seconds, the airplane travels 6000 meter. Okay, clear? Now, to the OR question, keeping the height constant during the above flight, it was observed that after 15 times root 3 minus 1 second, the angle of elevation changed to 45 degree. How much is the distance traveled in that duration? Okay, so there is a change in the elevation. We need to redraw the figure. That means here in the scenario, the ATC at point A, okay, initially the plane is at a Plane is making an angle with the ground of 60 degree. That is at point D. Its corresponding point on ground is B. Now the angle of elevation changed to 45 degree means there also it is moving away from the ATC, isn't it? Which means it is at point X. Its corresponding point on the ground will be Y. Okay. And this is 45 degree. Okay. They are asking us to find out how much distance, how much is the distance traveled by it in the duration. What is the time given? Now the time is taken as 15 times root 3 minus 1 second. That means we need to find out this distance, by. Okay. Here also we can find out the value of by using the trigonometric ratio of tan. That means by is equal to ay minus ab. Ay can be found out using the considering the triangle AXY, whereas AB can be found out by considering the triangle ABD or ADB. Okay. That means in triangle ADB, we already know tan 60 degree is equal to opposite side, that is BD by AB. What is BD there? Tan 60 degree is equal to root 3, which is equal to BD is equal to, it is of the height. That means the height remains the same, that is 3000 root 3 meter. Okay. 3000 root 3 meter divided by AB. That is AB is equal to 3000 meter. Okay. And here in triangle AXY, okay, there we will consider tan 45 there. So tan 45 degree is equal to opposite side is XY by adjacent side is AY. What is XY? The height remains the same. That is tan 45 is equal to 1. Here 3000 root 3 by AY, right? Which means AY is equal to 3000 root 3 meter. Let's substitute the value. We need to find out the distance traveled by the airplane from the point B to Y or from the point D to X, which is equivalent to BY. Okay. So AY is equal to 3000 root 3 and AB is equal to 3000, which is equal to, taking 3000 common, that is 3000 times root 3 minus 1 meter. Okay. That is equal to 3000 times root 3 minus 1 meter. Okay. Clear? Now to the third sub question. What is the speed of the plane in kilometer per hour? Okay. What is the speed of the plane in kilometer per hour? We already know speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. In this scenario, there are two scenarios. That means in the first case, the distance traveled by the plane when the angle of elevation changed from 60 to 30 degree is 6000 meter. Whereas in the second scenario, when the angle of elevation changed from 60 to 45 degree, the distance traveled by the plane is 3000 times root 3 minus 1. Okay. So we need to find out the speed in both the cases. So case 1. Okay. There speed, the distance, so in the case 1, distance is equal to 6000 meter. That means the angle of elevation changed from 60 degree to 30 degree. Okay. That is, the distance is equal to 6000 meter. Distance is equal to 6000 meter and there the time was 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, the airplane travels 6000 meters, isn't it? Therefore, speed is equal to 6000 by 30, which is equal to 200 meter per second, isn't it? They are asking us to find out the speed of the plane in kilometer per hour. That means meter per second to kilometer per hour. What we need to do? We need to multiply it with 18 by 5. Okay. Okay. The simplest form. We need to multiply it with 18 by 5. Okay. That means the speed is equal to 200 into 18 by 5, which is equal to 40 into 18. 18 into 4. Okay. Which is equal to 720 kilometer per hour. Okay, 720 kilometer per hour. This is case 1. Now we will consider case 2. That means when the angle of elevation changed from 60 degree to 45 degree. Okay, 60 degree to 45 degree. There the distance traveled is 3000 times root 3 minus 1 meter. And what was the time there? The time was 15 times root 3 minus 1 second. Okay, 3000 minus root 3 minus 1. And here 15 times root 3 minus 1. It is 15 times root 3 minus 1 seconds. Okay. Speed is equal to distance by time. Substituting the value 3000 times root 3 minus 1 meter all divided by 15 times root 3 minus 1. Root 3 minus 1, root 3 minus will be cancelled. That is 3000 by 15, which is equal to 200 meter per second. Here also the speed is in 200 meter per second. We need to find out the speed in kilometer per hour. That is equal to 200 into 18 by 5, which is equal to 720 kilometer per hour. Okay, so in both the cases, the speed of the airplane remains the same. Okay, so we have done with the sample paper. I hope this session is very clear and helpful for you. Thank you.